Everybody, we are here with a very special guest
Hey.
this week. She was on the comedy contest. She has a very, very weird and funny dating life, as well as a great sales pitch into her pants. Everybody, Samantha Archual. Did I do that right? Did I do it right?
Yeah,
Fuck
you did.
yeah, I did the name right.
Archual.
Let's go. We're starting off hot. Everybody, round of applause for Samantha. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm proud of you. That was
Thank you,
impressive.
thank you. I had to ask. I fucked up the last name when we first started, and I was like, okay. And then like we talked for like 2 seconds, and I go, Archual. Yeah.
It's spelled super weird. I tell people that I don't have like a stage name, but I have a stage pronunciation.
I love that.
Because I usually say Archual.
Yeah.
But I just like Samantha Archual. It used to be Archola.
What is
Italian.
that? Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
You make a mean pasta.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Meatballs.
I love that. I love that.
How was your travel?
It was good. I was gonna say like
You came a far way.
to this point I have never seen just someone casually wearing a cowboy hat, and like I literally saw like 7 fucking cowboy hats on the way here.
Welcome to the cornfields.
Like families at a time. It was like mom, dad, kid, all wearing
I've
cowboy hats.
forgotten that that's not a normal thing.
Are you?
Yeah.
I remember
were
that.
You,
when
were
I
you,
from
first came out
Canada.
here.
Okay, so it's a bigger. Okay.
Like a city. Where
Casually, no cowboy hats. We're over here on our
She's like, "Did I
tractors
just
on the
see 7
highway."
I've
motherfucking
seen a lot more
cowboy-
like grills than I've seen cowboy hats. Just different city and country vibe.
Yeah, we're pretty in the sticks over here.
Yeah.
That's why like everybody when they come over on the pod, they start driving into the town. They're like, "There's fucking nothing here. Where am I at?"
They're like, what did I get myself into?
And then it doesn't help for the walkway down, which
oh my
everybody
god,
gets
it's
to
like
enjoy.
a dungeon.
Yeah.
Where you walk down, you're like, "What the fuck am I getting?"
And then you
into?
get
And
into
being a
here.
woman, I was like, "Oh, it's a house." And then a woman answered, and I was like, "I'm in the wrong place." Like,
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, shout out my wife for entertaining while we were
Yeah.
still doing the pod.
What a great
I heard
host.
about your ghosts.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, we got ghosts. You know that. But
I
what
heard
what
they're
story did
chill.
she tell you? Did she tell you a story?
The light story with the stairs and then the shadow. And you,
Oh,
you
she's
don't
talking about the
believe her?
ghost here,
I
bro.
believe her.
The
So-
ghost here or her own personal ghost? Which ghost?
Let's
She got 2 ghosts?
Let's clarify. So when we first bought this house, big Victorian house, it was a lot of years on this bad boy, and so when we first got this house, there is a motion censored light that is a little flickery to where like if a cat, we got a couple cats, if they go up and they go up a certain way, it will go off. That light went off, and she was like, "What the fuck is going on here, dude?" And then the next one, I was out drinking at a bar, which I don't ever really do. I'm a homebody for the most part, so I'm out at the bar with a couple friends from high school, and she gives me a call, and she's like, "I woke up to something over top of me trying to kill me. Get home." And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
What
right
do you
now?
mean?
That's terrifying.
So I had to hurry up and finish my beer to come home, and I just sat there, and I'm like,
Who's here?
it's not that I don't believe her.
Yeah.
I believe, but at the same time, come on, come on.
Right. Wait a few minutes and try second.
Shout out Tech for unplugging Google. Maybe that was. Oh my god.
Okay, Google
What?
play
The
Eminem.
ghost?
That was the ghost not believing me, bro.
Maybe.
Said something's not right. These lights are gonna turn off.
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
lie, I
disappeared, dude.
kind of got goosebumps.
I'm scared. I did
How
not-
about Disney Channel, though? How about that Disney Channel? Disney Plus.
No, so she didn't tell you about the one that's followed her though.
She told me you'd have a good story for me.
Oh, great! This is the great story that I have to tell. This is shout out Timmy somewhere in this freaking house still. So the first time that I ever met Timmy, I had no idea that, when you go, as you say in your lines of dating, which I can't wait to get into, when you go to date somebody, you should probably clear the air, especially if you're going to move in with people, life is going to grow.
Yep.
So as that is happening, we get in an apartment, me and her are yelling at each other. At this moment, I don't clean for shit. I'm still like a fucking mama's boy that wants mom to do everything. She's taking care of it all. I'm just a dude drinking beer, watching Dexter at that time. Dexter sucks, by the way. I'm watching Dexter. I watch a whole episode after we get done with this little scruffle fight, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clean the dishes. I'm going to clean these damn dishes. I cleaned all the dishes. Don't ever clean the dishes. I go back, watch another episode of Dexter. I come back into the kitchen. All those dishes that I just cleaned are back in the sink.
What?
Clean in the sink, scattered. I didn't hear a single thing. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed as hell. The one time I
not
do
even
something,
scared?
you're going to take it from me? You're going to take this opportunity. I'm trying to get a thank you, and you're like, nah, fuck this shit. Clean them again. So I'm pissed. I walk in there. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, well, I worked at kitchens as well. So, like, I know they hit the sink. All of them are dirty. You got to wash them again.
Yeah.
It's a dirty sink. So I'm pissed. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? She's like, what are you talking about? She's clueless as shit. And I'm like, you put the fucking dishes back in the sink. And she's like, what are you talking? And I'm like, get over here. Come on, walk over here. Look at the sink. Look what you did. I'm like, I'm so.
Look what you did.
I'm so
like
mad.
I'm
I'm
a
so
kid that drew on the
Rub her
wall.
face in it.
The amount of pettiness that I thought was coming about was unreal. And she's like, I didn't do that, I promise. I was like, who the fuck did? And she goes, oh my God, it was Timmy. I'm like, who the fuck is Timmy?
Is this here?
No, this was at our first apartment. We owned a house after that, and then we came here.
Okay.
So we're in the apartment. We're like 2 or 3 months into the apartment. Like we barely have lived with each other. And so she sits me down at the table, and she's explaining to me that it might have been something where she got from a thrift store back in the day. It's been like attached, and like it does all these little dumb things like a kid. To where the kid moves stuff and like does these stupid games, just makes stuff
just
disappear.
plays pranks.
Yes. And she tells me all this, and I go, "You didn't think on the first date, the first time that we were thinking about moving in together, anything to clear the air that you have a ghost
I'm
attached to
haunted.
you?"
Yeah.
I like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna let you know before we move in together. I have something attached to me, and it's in one of my personal items. Something of that nature? Nah, dude. I got hit with the dirty dishes being back in. I was furious.
She has
Timmy,
like an evil
get your
dead
ass
book
in
in the
here.
basement.
That's what I'm saying.
So can she control Timmy? Like, hey, Timmy.
No, you know what?
Put him back, come
you know
on.
what it is?
Yeah.
You know what it
I
is?
know. Why haven't you set up a camera though? Because that's what I always get. I want to believe in ghosts.
We did. In the house. We
Oh
did
my
in our
God.
old house. We had like 3 cameras up on the wall. And after like, there was 1 or 2 things that happened that was like, I took them off. I was like, I don't want to keep up to date with this. I'd rather
Oh,
be
it was
like,
scary.
oh, where did my
Yeah,
keys
I'd rather
go?
not
I
know.
must have put them somewhere, even though I just set them right here. Like,
That's
I bought her a
scary.
pack of smokes, and we put them on the bar table right next to the door. She set them there, went to get her shoes on. I didn't look at the table. Cigarettes are gone. She's like, Travis, what the fuck did you do with the cigarettes? And I was like, I ain't touch them. I was like, I just gave them to you. And she's like, yeah, quit playing games, though. Like, give them to me. And I'm like, why would I buy these things and hide them from you? Like, I gave them to you. You just
Yeah.
set them there. Where'd you put them? And she's like, we looked everywhere. Couldn't find them. Like, a fucking year later, dude, a pack of cigarettes, like, in the couch. Wrapper still on. Just randomly. We didn't touch the couch.
Packed him up and said, nice day, baby.
He said, thank you
It just
for
cares
the
about
smoke.
your health.
That's why I was like,
I was
bro.
like, you pissed
You
me off.
shouldn't
Here's your
smoke.
cigarettes
This
back.
shit was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Maybe
dude.
it died of fucking lung cancer.
Oh, shit. Timmy might have.
You might have been hooked on the smokes. Timmy.
Hey, you smoke
Back in the
cigs. You
day,
don't
you're
pay
a kid,
attention.
you could smoke.
Yeah, it was probably back in the day, too.
Timmy sounds like a scapegoat. You ain't never
Yeah.
caught. You ain't never
Yeah,
caught
like,
him.
oops, that was Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy did this. I feel guilty, so it was Timmy's fault. I did it, but now I feel bad.
we get
He's
done with
really
this.
mad, but it was Timmy.
I feel bad for
Timmy,
you.
definitely.
When we get done with this, I'm gonna have a conversation about.
He's
them
like,
dishes
now
now.
that you, now
I
that you
want to
say
see
that.
you in, like, just replacing the entire cast of Poltergeist. That's what. Just like they move the chairs, and he's like, "I just put the fucking chairs where they need to be."
Piss walks
Walk
out
in there
on
and
it.
go, why did you do
Yeah.
this? Come here. I want to show you what you did.
Yeah.
Kids are like, "What the
he's
fuck,
like, "What'd you
Dad?"
do with my clothes?" Like,
Whoops the kid's ass. Oh my god. Dude, I need this movie.
yeah.
I need it. Travis, you need to pitch it to Netflix, but let you star in it.
Just like the dumb redneck white dude
Yeah.
that's just yelling at
Poltergeist, but it's in a trailler.
Yeah.
the trailer. You think I look like I live in a? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna do that to him.
Yeah. No.
Cody Ray goes, man, what are you about to say, bro? Fuck out of here.
What's wrong with trailers, man? But then you and Cody Ray have the same.
I was
not
about
what-
to sit on it, and I was like, wait, I just forgot.
That's not what I meant like that.
It's so funny, though,
Travis
too,
gives
'cause-
off like, you
Yeah,
know.
no, you're the one that did it again. See, we just had this problem upstairs.
it.
You out here getting me in trouble. I can't believe
yeah.
you. You see what he
Yeah,
does
he
to me?
did.
I'm a terrible
I'm not
person.
sure how it transpired,
It's
but it
unbelievable.
happened.
A transitive property, I'm a shitty person.
I can't believe it. Man. I can't believe
I
it.
love that you were about to say, "Do I looked over at Cody Ray?" But like, you look the fucking same right now. You have the same hair, same facials.
We have the same hat on, right?
You have the same. You have
Same
everything.
beard,
You look
different
like you just
color.
If
both
anything,
walked.
he's more trimmed up.
Yeah, I gotta get trimmed up. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is probably the cleanest I've ever looked on the
I was like,
pod.
Cody Ray
I
probably.
just
This
like
looks
got my
cleaner
beard
than
And
trimmed
who's
by
name
Travis
really on the
today.
deed to this house?
I really need to get that trimmed up. Thank you for bringing that up. I've been saying it for like 2 days. Like, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow on my day off. So tomorrow I will be cut up. Thank you.
Cut
Glad I
up.
could help.
Cut
Yeah.
it out.
Have you ever had? Have you ever had any encounters with ghosts at all?
No. Well, yeah, I guess I have.
Wow, two very
yeah,
different
such
answers.
different answers. Because I don't know what happened, but me, my mom, and my 3 little cousins were all at the kitchen table, and we were all talking, and then all of a sudden, above the center of the table, we just heard. We all stopped at the same time. All ran upstairs. No words. No word. Like we all. It was like
Separate rooms. Like just went to your rooms.
No,
like
yeah.
what the fuck?
We just all ran upstairs, and then I don't know. I'm like skeptical. That was pretty weird. But then I went back down there, and then I was like, hey, if you're here, what's up? Like,
Start talking.
yeah, like, what do you
TV?
need? I've seen movies. Yeah, like, do you need me to like bury something? I don't know.
It's like, do you need my assistance?
But then no, it didn't do anything, so I don't know what it was.
That was just a one-time deal. There was nothing else added to that.
Only other thing, I had a sleepover at my same house, my grandma's creepy ass classic grandma house, and we were all asleep. My mom had this. For some reason, we had a baby swing just folded up on the wall.
Terrifying.
And yeah, that's true. Why was it there? We didn't have a baby, so I don't know. And then,
It came with the house.
yeah.
Didn't think to get rid of the baby swing, dude.
Another classic trope: the dog starts looking at the corner of the room and just barking for no reason.
Nah, bro.
But that dog's wild. If you're watched, like if he sees something shiny, he'll start barking. So I was like,
What the
doesn't
fuck
mean
is
anything.
that?
Yeah. But then we were all asleep in that living room on the floor, middle of the night. That fucking swing starts moving, turns on, starts swinging. We freaked out.
I think freaked out would be an understatement.
Yeah,
I would've
we
called
were
him better
screaming.
grandma.
Imagine being my mom upstairs, like 5 girls just screaming Bloody Mary.
Oh my god, I would have ran upstairs with mom, bro. I would have been like, sorry.
We were all crying.
I've never seen something move like in front. I would have been.
It was crazy.
The original answer was no. I just grew up in a haunted house.
Yeah, she said no to begin with. Like she didn't have the wild ass stories.
Yeah, the scariest thing was a real thing. I was walking. I mean, it was just a scare, but I was coming home late. And I went upstairs. We had the creepy hallway and then the landing. I get upstairs and I see this old woman in like a silk nightgown coming in. It's my grandma.
it's my grandma. I was getting goosebumps on the back of my
I'm like,
neck.
how are you saying no to begin this, dude?
But dude, like for that split second, I could have pissed myself. I was so scared. I was like, oh, Connie.
Oh, God.
That's your grandma's name?
Yeah,
That's my
Concetta.
grandma's name.
Is
Oh.
it Concetta?
No, I think it's just Connie.
Yeah.
Concetta, dude.
Concetta
That's
is
a
a good
name.
name.
I love that.
That's
Yeah.
I've only had one
Concetta definitely
encounter.
has ghosts, bro. For
Yeah.
real.
I've only had one personal encounter. Like, I've heard stuff, but I've brushed it off as, like, house settling or whatever. But this one time I was in middle school, 7th grade. My dad used to rent this house, and it was a kind of shitty house. But I was in the shower, and the shampoo bottle, set it on top there. I'm rinsing my hair. It flies and hits the door.
Oh, that's insane.
I ran out, put my boxers on. I ran downstairs, and I'm crying, and my dick's hanging up the little flap. And my dad's girlfriend's like, oh, my God. And I'm crying, trying to describe what just happened, and she's like, dude.
You still got your penis out?
Yeah, and my dad's like, son. And he's like trying to help me. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, dude.
You guys just playing
I was like,
potato with your
bro,
penis
I
out the
want to
little
go to
sleeve
mom.
there?
How old are you?
Why was your dad?
Bro, I was
your
in-
dad was like this. You hold on. We gotta talk about. You said your dad did this.
He was like trying to like.
You guys just playing hot
fucking
potato
cat.
with the penis.
Little cat
Dude.
toy. Little
Like,
cat
he's
toy
like,
action.
he's just like,
Get in
oh,
there,
I
get
can't
that
help
motherfucker.
myself.
Come on, son, get it. What are you doing, man?
I was half
I don't
expecting
give a
you.
fuck about
you
that
ain't gonna
soap
get
bottle
it-
now, bro. We gotta talk about your dad. This is fucked up.
You got
The way
them
you
balls,
described
man.
it was almost the same way as you set up the shampoo, because you were like, my dick was right there. I expected you to be like, it ripped off, flew out the door.
And right then and there, I knew there was a ghost.
Yeah, that was what did it for me.
But no, that was like I went to my mom's that night, and I didn't go to my dad's for like a week.
That's scary.
I was
I
terrified.
don't think it was because the ghost, bro. I don't think you were allowed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was feeling some type
that's
of weird.
the story that his subconscious
Oh
made
my
him believe.
God!
Oh,
you
no.
believe that's the
Damn.
story?
You're not even
I had
kidding.
some weird
You seen
sexual.
American Haunting or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh,
You're American Haunting.
We can talk about
That's
that.
the memory your
We
brain
can
allowed you to
American
have.
Haunting.
His brain told him no.
Donald
That was
Seen
definitely a
American
ghost.
Horror Story.
Donald
All that we
Sutherland
saw was a
touched him.
ghost. It was weird. Don't think about it too hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, maybe I've just been in denial all these
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, I think everybody in this room and listening heard that except
Damn.
for you. You really thought you had a ghost story. You had
Damn, and Taylor's about to be a counselor. I should talk to her.
Yeah.
I should
See how
talk
good
to
she
her.
is.
Yeah, I'm like, babe, I think my dad touched me. She'll be like, that's a spit take. She'll be like, what the fuck you say? Like, yeah, I was on the pod talking. She'll be like, nope, stop.
Like, hold on, you said this on the pod?
She's like, nope, no.
Oh my god. Dude,
Oh,
that's so good.
all right. So sports, yeah. Just trying to drive
Oh, I
away.
thought you were like, I was like, that's
yeah,
not.
just trying to drive
topic
away. You
I-
know, from
Yo, let's just do something else.
yeah, kind of starting to feel uncomfortable with
no,
myself.
You were coming here. You mentioned about how because we have this place. Of course, it's Halloween. It's
Yeah,
Goon.
first
It's
guest.
Goon season back
First
again.
guest in the
We
Halloween
dropped the
set.
Halloween merch. We're all
Oh, I
fucking
should have did
nice
some
and
slam
cool.
poetry
That's
for
awesome.
it.
You said on the way down here that you love horror movies.
I do.
What's your favorite horror movie?
That's so hard. I just had this convo. We were like, you have to ask, what's your favorite horror genre? Because it's too hard to.
Nah, this is a
No.
hard question here.
It is a hard
You
one.
get the hard questions here at the Boogered Up podcast.
Okay, I respect it. I feel like the first one that comes to mind, I love zombies, and 28 Days Later, I think, is like probably
Ooh.
the best
Terrifying.
zombie movie.
That's a pretty
Terrifying.
terrifying one.
Because
Yeah.
those motherfuckers didn't play.
Yeah, they were
Those
like
things
invented
were
the running zombie.
Vicious, bro.
Yeah.
That's what made me scared of zombies because all the other zombie movies, I was like, man, like
I
you
can
just gotta
run.
move a little quick, like okay.
Yeah.
I just
He
gotta
just
be
walked
in-
with a little limp.
I just gotta be
He
up
just
at
got a
the
little
top
limp
of a
to him.
building. They can't open a door or nothing. Then that movie came out. I was
I'm
like,
like,
"God,
this
you
motherfucker
fucking-
says, "Ugh."
these things got machine guns and they're just shooting you. They're like, you could eat me, but instead you're shooting me. Like those things were crazy.
I think you're thinking of Land of the Dead.
No, I'm just
Okay,
over exaggerating.
yeah.
for it. Those things were crazy on 28.
What
Yeah.
what was that one Rob Zombie movie? The one with the
Devil's Rejects?
nope
That's one of my
seven was
favorite
it?
ones.
That's a crazy
It had
one,
all the
yeah.
different monsters locked in that house.
Oh, Thousand Corpses?
House of a
No,
Thousand
that's
No,
not
no.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
No, the one with the naked girl with the
Bro,
with
and the
boobs.
jackal with the
Oh,
head.
13 Ghosts?
Yes,
13
Yeah.
Ghosts.
That's Rob Zombie?
No,
Yeah.
I think
I was gonna
that's
say I
a
didn't think that was Rob Zombie. That's
What?
why.
That's not Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
I
but
thought it was
that's
a
a
Rob
great
Zombie
movie.
movie.
No, it's Tony
That's what-
Shalhoub.
I would say that's what got me really
But
terrified
the
of.
jackal fucks you up.
Oh
That thing
my
was
god!
crazy.
When
Yeah.
he come running out there like that, I was like, I screamed, bro.
Yeah.
I remember exactly what I was doing. I was like 4, bro. I remember exactly everything about that. It scarred me.
Did you guys ever watch the DVD extras with the
No.
profiles for all the ghosts? They do like interviews with them.
no.
Or they do like a piece about each of them. It's really cool.
That sounds so cool.
Like
I
their
missed
origin?
That with DVDs.
Did you just get
Yeah.
more clips
You
of
got-
that girl naked?
You got like more.
Because everybody was like, "Yo, this is scary as shit," but yo, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, they're up on YouTube somewhere. I gotta find them again.
That's crazy.
They're cool.
I missed the DVD features. What was it? Dawn of the Dead, the remake, had one.
Oh
where
my
you
god!
got to watch. It was just like the news, as if that was happening.
Oh, no shit.
I remember
yeah.
staying home from school and like I had watched all my horror movies so much that I had to dip into the features.
Like the
extras,
deleted
oh, yeah.
scenes and
Yeah.
everything.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Well, I'm really excited about the new Exorcist movie that's coming out.
Oh yeah, I
That-
haven't seen much about it.
Dude, it's 2 girls this time, and
Ooh.
they're lost. They're
In
lost for
one
like 3
cup.
days. They come back.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah.
right
That
there.
yeah.
That's a
Is that fake?
satanic.
Still going to buy tickets to see it.
Oh my god.
I'm just
It's
kidding,
free
God.
on the internet.
No, it's 2 girls. They get lost. They come back a couple days later, and like they start having weird shit going on. And like I've of course only seen the previews, but they have
Yeah.
like in sync heartbeats and shit. And basically like in the theater or like in the trailer, it basically is like in a demonic voice. It's like you have to only have one of us. It's like I'm taking the other one.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
they're basically in a sense, if me watching it, what I think is going to happen, like The Exorcist, it was all basically in the bedroom in a sense because she was tied up and
Yeah.
whatever. Scariest fucking movie in my life. I hated that Reagan bitch. She's scared to fuck.
My brother used to sneak in my room and shake my bed in the night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get
Sorry.
a
had
swift
to-
sock in the jaw, dude.
That was
Fuck
I was
that.
12 when I saw that.
Oh wow!
I didn't even watch it. I never watched it until I was older because every time you ever play the one maze game when you the impossible game, I'm so competitive, bro. I started playing that, and of course it gets smaller. So of course she's you're like yeah, and then out of nowhere her face pops up with just a screech, and I was at my buddy Grant's house. It was a little stroller computer chair. I was getting up. As soon as it happened, I hit it back so hard that the wheels flew up and I hit my head on the ground. My head was the first thing to hit the ground before the chair.
Dang.
I flew back so hard. It was a scary. I never watched that movie because of that. I was like, this is haunting me.
You like unlocked I forgot this whole memory. But yeah, like my mom happened to be near me and just instinctually I jumped and like was hugging my mom.
The game is terrifying. And the other one, like the one car in the mountain driving.
Oh yeah.
And the car starts and then the random like puppet comes out, but somehow it's so scary.
It just looks like it's about to be a crazy Toyota commercial. And then,
It looks like it's gonna be something fun to watch, and you're like, "Oh no, I hate this shit. Fuck this.
Yeah,
that ruined my childhood."
TikTok
But
does that a lot now with the jump scares at the end of videos, and that pisses me off. I got
TikTok?
I got cracks in my phone from it like hitting my coffee table or something. Like just
I think you got to reset your. I haven't gotten these at all.
Yeah,
what? Like the
you're so
baseball, like the baseball
Oh
commercial,
yeah, the
real
baseball
quick.
one
Like,
gets me
oh
every
my
time.
god,
That
The-
baseball one gets me.
The algorithms got you stuck in it now.
You
though.
gotta like some
Stuck.
bouncing
Get
boobs or
out.
something. You need to start watching more. Of those or
no,
something.
my algorithm's perfect comedy with Reddit stories
and
and
jump scares.
and
Yeah.
jump scares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
and cooking outside for some reason in the woods.
Oh, the ASMR cooking.
Yeah, I'm just
oh,
like,
those are
I
good.
fucking love
For
it.
some reason.
I love the dude in the mask that feeds his dog. I'm like, that dog's
yeah.
so
Yup,
cute.
yup. I love that one too.
That just sounds scary. I don't know that
Or
one.
if he's like the super
The
healthy
dude in the
meals to the
mask.
dog, or
he gives them like meat and shit.
He gives him
Okay.
like some like he'll cook this gourmet ass food out in the middle of the woods, and then he'll give his dog some out of his hand. He'll be like, "Here you go."
That's cute.
Yeah, and
That
I'm
is
like,
cute.
"Oh, he deserved it. He's a good boy."
You got any animals?
No. I feel like I'll get a cat in my 40s when I slightly regret not having kids.
Oh, dear.
That's what I'm. I got it all planned out.
She's like, "I got it down to the wire."
No
Yeah.
kids? Do you want kids?
No,
Hell yeah.
not
Nuts,
unless.
dude.
Yeah, not unless I get filthy rich to the point that my life's too good.
And you're like, "Fuck it."
I need chaos.
Yeah, you
Like,
need
fuck
something-
it,
you
give
need
me a
something
kid.
to
Yeah.
humble you a
Somebody
little
to
bit.
take half
Exactly.
of that money from you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm pretty all in on the comedy vibes. Like, it's hard to have a family if you're out,
Right.
all the time. Not that it's impossible, but
Going hard at it. How much do you travel for it?
I usually do like Akron, Cleveland area,
Uh-huh.
but sometimes I'll go to Warren. Shane Herman has an awesome room at Cap and Cork, one of my favorite rooms. I am in Pennsylvania on Friday, closing out a show, and I'm excited about that.
Nice.
dope. Hell yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is that getting into hilarities, like that's the biggest shit that's going on right now. I
Right.
didn't expect that to happen at all, especially not this early.
You're getting in.
Oh, you didn't see on my page?
Yeah, how'd that happen? You want to explain? Like, how
I've been in there. I've done like 9 shows there now.
Okay, I thought this was something that you haven't been there yet.
Well-
I might have seen it, and it just we're not familiar with like the venues, and like if I see it,
Yeah.
I see you doing this shit. I'm not like, oh, that's here.
Right.
We went to Hilarities twice, and the first time we were there, we went there for because Joe was opening a show. And we went there. It was
yeah.
that weekend. It was like one of the last ones he was going to be getting before he left. So we've never been there. Us trying to find that place was the worst fucking time.
I still don't know how to
ever.
get there.
Yeah.
I just know there's a restaurant. Look for the restaurant. Go to the restaurant.
Yeah, look for
We-
that corner.
I'm just
went
like,
into
you know what? If
I
they
think
give
we
me
went to
dirty
the
looks, so
elevator.
bad.
We went to the elevator and we were just like standing
Elevator?
there. I think it was
Chris,
elevator to the left.
no, Chris,
What is it?
Chris McQuanzica, we had to get in an
you're
elevator.
talking about the House of Blues.
Oh, it's
No.
right by there though.
No. It was Hilarities. We went through the door
No,
and we went to the left. Whatever the door is on the left. I don't know if it was an elevator or whatever, but we.
I went through some stairs,
There's
I thought.
it's in the basement at
Yeah.
Hilarities.
Yeah. We
Yep.
were. We didn't go through the right door because it looked like that was staff. We went to the left door, and I swore that was an elevator. But we went there. We just sat there. We're like, maybe we should get out.
Travis is just standing in a closet, just waiting for the door to shut. Just like,
Dude, we were
empty.
we
in
were
her closet or something.
Yeah.
we went back outside and
Fuck,
asked
they're
the
cleaning
homeless
supplies.
dude that just asked us for money. How the fuck do we get to Hilarities? They're like, you're here, and we're like, thanks for the help. So we turned back around, and then we found an older black woman that was walking. She looked like she was working. We were like, how do we get to the comedy show? Because we were already running late parking and everything.
Yeah.
And we finally got in there, and Joe was already done opening up. So we got there for the second guy. And the second guy still killed, and it was a fun show. But we were like, okay. And we were the last ones, which pissed me off. Because we bought the VIP, and we had 6 tickets. So we knew we weren't going to be like dead up in front. But we got put in the corner all the way on the side because we were the last ones.
Sucks.
So we had to walk all the way over just to get
front
there.
of all these people, and I was like, I'm sorry.
He didn't even get introduced. He was in the middle of it, too, the second guy. So like, we went in there for like maybe 30, 45 minutes, basically. And we were like, fine.
Oh, but we ate some good food that night.
Oh, they have bomb food there. Yeah.
No, we ate at, because
Oh, you ate somewhere else.
we finally splurged as a group that night because we were making good money at the time. We were like, let's actually go out and do some fun stuff. So we went to, Teja de Brazil.
I haven't been there.
We've never been there either.
Never
And
heard of it.
He ate. It basically, you walk around. They walk around. You get a card for red card or green, whatever. You get to flip it, and they just walk around with meat, really nice cooked meat. And they're like, if they see you have green, they'll just take a piece. They'll slide it off their little steak there, a little like long
Skewer.
ass thing. Yeah, skewer. Thank you. They'll slide it off there, put it on your plate, and then they'll go about their way, and then another one will be right there in fucking 5
Oh my
seconds,
God.
and you just keep eating and eating.
That
and
was the
eating
best
and
day of
eating.
my life.
It's
Dang.
expensive, but it's very good.
That
They were
sounds
getting
really good.
dessert, and I still had my card on green. I was like, yeah, I still want dessert, but I keep putting that meat on
Yeah.
it. Bud. I was like,
I'm not
I
done.
I was like, keep it coming. I was like, don't
the
you?
bullshit part too. We went there. We were trying to. I went to the bathroom because I'm the responsible one.
Oh my
here,
god, in the
clearly.
bathrooms were fancy.
Went to the bathroom. I come back. They have the plate full of fake dessert to show you, and they're like, "Here's the desserts." And I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of crazy." I didn't realize they ordered. We had 6 people, 5 desserts,
Oh, wow.
and they just
creme brulee.
they bought all the desserts, and then they ate a
Delicious.
piece off of it, and they were like, "This is good." And then just
Oh
passed
no,
it off
I ate
and-
all mine.
And I'm like, dude, like
I ate all mine.
half the dessert was 8, and I'm like, do y'all know this was like $12?
I'm pretty sure I ate all mine
Yeah.
and Taylor's. That's why I didn't feel good, and I had to shit as soon before we even left the restaurant. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then before we left Hilaria, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh my god, totally worth it. 10 out of 10, I'd do it again.
That sounds bum. You
Well,
sold
yeah,
me.
hell yeah, you're in hilarities already. You're
Yeah.
already doing that.
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
Actually, a funny thing
Fist me,
happened
bro.
with the parking, dude. Yeah. Fist me, bro. But yeah, I gotta. I was after the last show. I had to take pictures, so everyone's giving me their phone. I'm taking pictures of them with the headliner.
Nice.
So that took a while, and then eventually I have to walk to my car on East 9th, and then I'm just about to get in my car, and this car goes by, and he's like, "Your skirt is in your ass." And then I look at my car and I have a fucking parking ticket. I'm like, this is great.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
So I was like, how long has it been in my ass? I wish you could tell me that, sir.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it the whole
Walking
night,
around
or
with
is it
sheets
just
out.
like
Was
just
I on stage with it in my? Oh
Like,
my
what if I
god!
had a much bigger applause? Everybody was just so fucking happy to see me
so
up there.
nice.
I turned around and I was like, whoa, well, everybody must really like me.
Yeah, everybody's looking at me.
It's great. I was wondering why I had a nice breeze today.
Actually, that's not the first time. Okay, I used to work at a warehouse, dude.
Oh my god, guys in warehouses or factories are a different breed.
Oh yeah, and
I'm aware.
That's true. But yeah, I had to constantly be lifting boxes, and I was late. Well, this kind of ruins the end of the story because you kind of know what happens now. But I got my baseball shorts out of my thing, and they were ripped at the leg. But I was like, whatever. I'm late. I get there. I was like, it's a warehouse job. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. Everybody cared. Everyone was like, your shorts are ripped, and I was like, I know,
I love that.
And then
I hate that and love that.
yeah, so I work a whole day. 7 people bring it up to me. My best friend was sitting next to me, and she brought it up too. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I know her. And then at the end of the day, I get an email from my boss, who's also my brother. And he's like, hey, I hear your shorts are ripped or something. I'm like, what the fuck? So I examine it. The rip goes all the way up the back. My ass was out. Like I had granny panties on.
Oh no.
Yeah. Probably wasn't shaved up. Like
no.
yeah. And then I just looked at my best friend. I was like, "Et tu, Nicole?" Like
You couldn't inform
yeah, like
me.
you should know that I don't want my ass. Like, but it's hilarious to think everybody's like, "Your shorts ripped," and my response the whole day is, "I know."
They're like, I know they're ripped. And
Yeah,
they're
That's
like,
insane
they're
to
like,
me
good
that they
for
just
you.
told
Yeah.
They
You're a
only said
crazy
it was
person
ripped.
at that point.
Yeah.
They're not like, hey, your shorts are not together
Yeah.
at all. It's like, oh, you have a rip in your shorts, and like, oh, thank you, just a little tear.
How does no one say your ass is out? Do you
Yeah.
know that?
Like, nobody's blunt enough to say that.
Yeah, everyone.
I can see your granny panties.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, hey.
Nobody said nice granny panties. That's for sure. What I would have known that would have been.
Oh, bro,
said.
I'd be so real. I'd be like, hey, telling you this is friend. Your ass is out.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then I'd just walk away.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want that awkward silence after that. I'd be like, you know what? I'm
Yeah, you
just gonna walk
gotta,
away.
you gotta just
Silence.
drop the bomb and
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Walk by.
Mic drop, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go.
And it was like hunter green shorts with like baby blue.
Oh my god.
Oh, so that spotted out like a sore
It
thumb.
was so yeah. Oh, that was one of the most embarrassing things.
Hell yeah.
Did you quit after that?
No, I couldn't afford to.
A whole 8-hour shift. And they asked me to stay over.
Yeah, I had to work
Oh
overtime.
my god, dude, that's nuts.
Dude, that's a story. I love that. I was expecting some guys to be like catcalling
Oh, yeah.
or being like, because like I used to work over here at the factory, Clyde. They make
Oh,
washing
okay.
machines, and there's some guys in there. Let me tell you, and I'm like,
Factories
even,
are a different breed.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you know. Just do your work, bro. I'm like, this isn't Christian Mingle or Tinder, man.
I
I'm
think
like,
the funniest thing is too, it doesn't matter the woman. Like it
no,
don't matter.
that's the even
at
best part. I'm
all,
like, bro. I'm like,
she
bro.
could look like she got hit by a semi coming in there.
I'm
still,
like, bro, this
still
is
messed
just
up.
the factory talking to you right
And,
now. I'm like,
dude,
bro,
and as soon as she
you're gonna,
walks in, the guys are like, oh, Alexa's in here. Alexa's
I
in here.
swear, I'm
Everybody
like,
look
bro,
at
you're
Alexa.
gonna clock out, and I
How you doing,
guarantee you're
Alexa?
not
You
gonna
doing good?
Snapchat her.
Good.
You chose too hot a name
I had to think. For some reason, your name popped in my head, and I was like, I gotta hurry up and pivot.
because it's the most common name.
I
ever.
know. I really wanted to say Samantha. That's like my go-to name
Really?
for a woman. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my
That's
god,
hilarious.
Oh. So let's get since we're talking
Let's
about
get gritty.
I want to hear about your dating life, because it seems like in your set your dating life punches are by far your most punched out of you.
Yeah.
I love how you deliver that. And what made you think about the car salesman pitch? Like what walk us through that joke for you.
I was telling it for years with just the first two parts. It actually was Chris Harvey. Chris Harvey was like, you need to do like rule of threes for that.
Shout out
And
Chris Harvey, dude.
yeah, dude, I love Chris Harvey. And then one day I thought of the car dealership thing, and then I messaged him. I was like, boom.
What's
Like,
the
thank
rule of
you.
three?
So yeah, sometimes you can just tell that if you have a funny concept and one thing's funny, and you can do multiple examples of it. Threes is like the best way to hit
Okay.
your point.
Okay.
Like, yeah, if you're setting up like an analogy or something, then you do 3 examples.
Okay.
That's just a rule of comedy, like repetition in comedy.
Okay.
Huh, I like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
the little behind the curtain. I like that. So you ended up hitting the 3 after Chris on that one, and I'd imagine after you did that first time, it scored, and so you've stuck with it.
Yeah, that one's definitely a closer that I stick with. I love the silly rape joke too. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yes.
Because that one's, did I do? Yeah, I did it for the first night, where I talk about like I saw a hot guy on the street the other day.
Oh my god!
Yeah, bro.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good joke. And that one I loved, and I know that he fucking loved it, because when we were going up there, we've been watching stand-up comedy and we've gone to a couple shows, but we've never been involved in something like that. So to sit there and kind of like, in a sense, critique, quote unquote,
Yeah.
comedy was hard for us and such. But I know him, when he was there, he was big on the dark humor. So
Yeah.
anybody that had dark humor, it was fucking solid. And he was just there, just rolling. He was having the best time and the worst time at the same time. Because this man over here, if you can't tell, he's not the man that's screaming at you the whole time. And so the very first night we pulled up there, we threw a pitch out to like, hey, after every comedian, we should say something.
Yeah.
And Bill didn't confirm that. So then he threw it at us after the first comedian.
Bro, and then
Been nice.
there was 1 week. The first guy went up there and he leans over and goes, Tell Bill, no, I don't want to say anything. I don't know what the fuck to say to this guy right now. I don't want to be rude. I just don't know what to say.
there was a couple that was like hard to find stuff to say for sure.
Yeah,
I was just like, I've never done stand-up. I don't feel I should be in a position to be telling you guys if you're doing good or not. But I was like real appreciative of the opportunity. I kind of just more or less looked at it and I was like, damn. Like, I get to go see some good-ass comedy, bro. I'm like, why not?
I think the cool part was learning these people. And like,
it is personal.
Learning their first set. And I loved hearing the second set because that was when we were talking to Elijah. One of the big points that I wanted was, I know it's hard to come up with material, but to say different jokes on that second one. Yeah. And you had some heavy-duty ones that you would bring back.
I specifically tried to do all new. Yeah.
And you brought back, I think it was like one. You did the car salesman.
I think it might have, or no, I did brown sugar.
You did the car salesman one second time.
Yeah.
And I was like,
God, I love that red-handed one though, dude. God.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it. Talk about the red-handed joke.
Yeah, the red-handed joke is, I walked in my roommate the other day, and she was masturbating and menstruating. And then she told me she wasn't, and I was like, Jessica, I literally caught you red-handed. Like,
it's so good. And when you said that joke, he laughed for like 3 minutes.
Bro.
He just had, I don't know if he was like,
I literally hit him. I was like, did you not hear what she said? Do I have to say it louder for you? Oh my God, bro.
I was writing notes because I was doing the video and such after. He comes over, he leans over and he goes, put the red-handed down on that. And I'm like, Nick, bro, I put it here.
I would say, bro, he probably had to have bruises every time I went because, like, when I laugh and like I laugh hard, I like to slap myself or I'm like,
your knee slapper.
Yeah, I'm a huge knee slapper guy, or I slap my friend, and I'm just like, like that was so funny.
Thank you. That's awesome.
No, yeah. That one was good for me, but I specifically loved the dating life stuff and the voices. I'm going to talk about you doing different voices in like your salesman pitch voice. It's so funny to me. I loved immediately when you jump into it. You're just talking like, here it sounds like, oh my God. What the first time I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I was like, I'm in. Yeah. I was like, what are we buying?
I love doing voices. My favorite comedian is Maria Bamford. And she does a fuck ton of voices. So and I love dark humor that's goofy and like silly. So that's like my favorite
rape
thing.
jokes. We got that.
Yeah.
We got that.
Yeah, my silly rape joke. Yeah, that's what I write down in my set list.
Oh my God.
No, so have you done voiceovers often in your stand-up?
Yeah.
You're a big voiceover person. So what is your favorite joke that you do a voiceover in?
Ooh, my favorite voice. That's hard to think. I do love the dating commercial one just because that guy voice is different. I love doing men voices. I'm trying to think of another one. A lot of them tend to be like the standard lady voice.
What's your favorite joke? What is your favorite joke? You don't have to do the voiceover. What is your favorite joke?
Okay. Yeah, my favorite joke is
if you want to say it on the pod, because I know some people, you say it on there. Yeah. We've been going viral a little bit. Don't want everybody to be like, oh, I've already seen this joke. Yeah. But if you want, tell us your favorite joke.
Yeah. My favorite joke is my Christmas tree joke. I might have to tell it a little differently instead of doing the whole voice for you, but...
no, I want
the whole
100%.
Thing? Okay.
Give me 100%.
Authenticity.
Over here, we give 100%.
So I was emotionally abused by my dad around Christmas time when I was 7. Aww. And it was so funny.
Just
oh my God.
I have to tell you this because, I'm going to tell it as like a Christmas story.
This is, we're opening a book.
Yeah,
okay.
Imagine Santa.
What's up? I'm ready for winter.
Yeah, so. All right. Twas the first snow of the year, and all I could hear was my father pull into the driveway. "We should put up the tree," I shouted with glee, and Mum said to ask Dad my inquiry. Dad stumbled in, escaping the cold. I told him my wish, and he said, "I just got in the fucking house!" And I became quiet like a mouse.
Fucking house. I became quiet like a mouse.
And Then Dad started ranting, and I was recanting, and all the enchantment was gone. He retrieved the tree and said to me that this was all of my fault. And I don't know if you have ever seen a man put the tree up for his family out of spite.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I've
People
seen that.
relate to this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like he was screwing the tree together and he was just like, I don't know why you're crying because this is what you wanted. Like, he even put the lights on mad. It was like, Samantha, I don't know if you realize this, but we are not doing well financially. And then this really happened. I was 7.
He's taking his stress out on you right now.
Yes, and then the end of it is the end of the bit is like, then Father made me hang all of our ornaments, despite my young tears. And that is how the Archuals put up their Christmas tree that year.
Oh, dude, that's such a good.
That's awesome.
That was my first closer.
I love
You
that.
need to get like an animation of that. You could
do.
definitely do
And
a
I
voiceover.
have a bachelor's degree in cartoon animation.
Dude.
So I should do that.
You should. Why don't you do your
I should do
you
that.
should do your
Fucking
own.
house.
Do your own.
Dude, that's so.
I love,
goddamn
dude.
funny.
I've been
Dude, I
struggling.
can just hear it, Dad, like, I just got in the fucking house, like, looking down.
I imagine my father when she did that.
my,
I was
my
like, I'm
dad,
sorry.
Oh my
my
God.
dad like sides houses and shit, you know. So like, yeah, you get some. It's winter, money is bad because nobody's doing home improvements. But yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
I can't get that shit to land at Hilarities yet.
What,
Like
dude?
I've tried twice so far,
No
and they
shot.
just get weird. Like I
Really?
literally had to abandon it this weekend, and I was just like, all right, fine, I'll do dirty jokes. And I was just like, I love small dick. I was just mad. I was just like, I hate that I have to do this. It's a funny
way.
joke.
You did the yell, and everybody said,
Oh,
"Oh my god!"
I just
I
got
like
in the
did just the beginning, and I was like, "Can I get a little energy? You want to hear this?" And nobody clapped. I was like, "Okay, damn."
Oh, I
man.
can't get over that. I
If
love
you had
that.
a cartoon show, like I would watch that for sure.
Thank you.
I
Like
just got in the fucking
Dude,
house.
I just need to hear only your voice too. The
was
whole
quiet
I can
time.
picture it in my
Thank
head,
you.
just like a cartoon
And I
dad.
can see you there
Just
quiet as
slamming
a
the
mouth
door, like
with your eyes all big and tears like forming. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god!
Dude,
Like,
I
Yeah.
felt like I
like
was
the
watching.
anime tears, like about
Oh,
to
dude,
cry.
and
Oh.
too, I tried to go upstairs, and he was like, "Where do you think you're going?" He was like, "You're gonna watch me put the tree up."
Oh my god! This is what
My
you
dad
want.
has seen me do that joke so many times. He's so cool about it. We're tight, but
I love
he
that.
was a.
He must, I think he fucking loves that joke.
Oh, he
'Cause
does
he's like,
love it.
oh yeah.
Just got
Anytime
the
that
fucking
kills in the room, he goes,
Yeah.
"You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome for yelling at you and telling you how to."
that is what it's like. I am so grateful for that because I just love how dark that is and how relatable it is. You know?
what's your favorite voice to do? Did he already ask you that?
No.
Yeah. My favorite voice. I really like doing men voices. I'm trying to think of like. I don't know. Some of them are just sounds, like the Italian woman orgasm joke.
God, dude, that's so fucking funny.
I love that
bro.
one. That was so
Do
funny.
people try to get you to do certain voices or not? Or?
Not really. I've just been told to do more of them. Like
Yeah.
people have said, like do more of that.
Yeah.
Do you-
Yeah, that's super funny.
Do you think that your set will potentially transform to mainly that stuff, or
I would love, like, my dream of dreams is to do voiceover, and like, because you get anonymity, hella money, and voices are so fun. So that would be like, and you can work from home. Like,
what's your ideal?
trifecta.
What is your ideal character for voiceover? If you had to play a role in a cartoon,
That's fun. That's
what
a
is
fun
what is
question.
your character?
I would love to be just like a super like angry. I love anger.
Like Billy,
Because of my
like
dad.
Mandy from
Me
Billy
and my-
Mandy.
Dude, it's so me and my brother too. Like we both love anger so much, and I think it is because of my dad. Like I watched The Shining, and that movie makes me laugh so fucking hard when he's like, Wendy, like when you come in here and you hear me typing, you know, he's like,
I've never seen The Shining.
you've never seen The Shining?
It's one of my flaws.
Oh, dude, I'm a huge Kubrick fan. This whole arm is all Kubrick movie references.
What movies? Like
He made Clockwork Orange, The Shining, Barry Lyndon, Eyes Wide Shut,
Full Metal Jacket, I think.
Full Metal Jacket, 2001.
I am
is
disappointing
huge.
the hell out of you right now. I don't know
You
what
haven't
to
seen
think
none
about
of
it.
those?
No.
Oh,
Beat his ass.
Man.
You deserve it.
I
You don't
gotta get
deserve that
educated.
living room.
I gotta get educated. That's what I'm.
But
hearing.
yeah, you
Yes, you
gotta
do.
see The Shining. That's such a good when it starts. This is a perfect time of year because once it starts getting cold, that's a great winter movie.
No,
Yeah.
you can't tell too, which is really weird for me. I fucking love horror movies.
Yeah.
So like me not watching The Shining is really
That is
off-putting to a lot of
wild.
people, and it's really confusing. But I've seen a fuck ton of horror movies. I just never seen The Shining. I don't know why. It might have been because I've seen that scene a billion fucking times.
Yeah.
Here's
I know
Johnny
the
thing.
whole bat scene by heart. You do you have that? I have. It's like, do you have entire scenes memorized verbatim? Like,
by word. I can never
Step
do that.
Brothers.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
have the entire
I
movie.
could probably
Shrek.
do almost.
The entire movie. This is all we watched growing up.
that's really
We would
funny.
reenact this shit all the time. It was great.
I had that with Shaun of
Donkey.
the Dead. That was my first.
Got red on you. Oh, that movie is so good.
What one was it? Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Dawn, and I was like, why did you? Why
That
did
would
you?
be weird. to
Sean
remember
I was like,
the words.
that's why I didn't laugh. I was
Shaun
like,
was
yeah,
the
it's a little
remake,
fucking
right?
odd,
Yeah,
honestly.
Shaun of the Dead is
Was the
comedy.
funny, yeah.
Yeah.
That
That
was-
one was funny.
That's one of my favorites.
favorite scene in that movie is the ending where he's locked up in the
Yeah.
closet and he's playing video games with him, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Player 2 has entered the game. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, dude, I really feel like the voiceover full set is something that you don't see enough. And I feel like if you were to, because your voices are great. I love the fact that you have the man voice purposely because I think it's so fucking over exaggerated. And I love it where you're just like, every man sounds like this. I don't know why, but I love it. I feel like that's something if you were to capture that would really set you apart from everybody.
Thank you.
I think that would be sick. I think you need to focus more on that. But your dirty jokes, it's a sad part though, because your dirty jokes are fucking hilarious.
I love those
Maybe
because
we
they're
could do
so
them in
fun.
voices.
Yeah.
Oh,
Time
maybe
Dirty
you could
joke.
do how you love small dicks, but like
I love
in
small
like a
dick.
small little Italian voice.
Small little Italian voice.
Yeah.
What would that sound
like
like,
an old
Travis?
Italian
You
woman.
want me to
How would that sound,
yeah,
Travis?
yeah. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'll incredibly embarrass myself.
Papa meatball, Papa.
What?
That's all I got. I don't see you trying for a little Italian voice.
Can you do it first? Can you do it first so we can get an understanding of it?
I'm trying to think a little Italian voice.
like an innocent
I
grandmother.
just think of Italian, like fungo frecata, I can say Italian gibberish.
Buon ragione.
Like, il cavallo hanno un giornale giallo. That means the horse has a yellow newspaper. I just have random. Il gatto è sotto un tavolo. That means the cat is on the table or under it.
The cat's under the table.
Bro, I love them random because you could just be mad and just blurt that
Yeah.
out to somebody and be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck you say to me?
Uomo porta una vestito. And that is, the man is wearing a dress.
That sounded like something that you say to somebody before they
How do you
die,
say that
dude.
again?
Uomo porta una vestito.
Una
Una vestito.
vasito.
That means a dress.
Uno
Dress.
porco vasito.
I feel like I just like it's got to be
That's
somebody at a
close enough.
desk just sitting there and saying that, just looking like a godfather. That's all I can imagine when I hear that sentence.
I've used that in some random bits before. Just when I'm trying to do something evil, I'll just whisper that, because it sounds almost like Latin,
Dude. The horse has a yellow newspaper.
Jeez,
I
it does
hate
sound
that.
terrifying.
Doesn't that sound
dude,
scary?
That sounds
Especially when you whisper it right in my ear
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Oh my
a
god.
scary movie
And then
right there,
says,
dude.
And I'm just saying the most ridiculous sentence.
Everybody was laughing until they heard that, and they were like,
Oh no, that one's sorry. That one's il cavallo hanno un giornale giallo.
"No, dude, this is like
Stop.
a curse."
that one means
This
Yeah, it
reminds me.
sounds-
This
The
reminds
chickens
me of
have laid the
the
eggs.
little girl, the little
Yeah,
doll
something
thing
just
that I
woke
bought
up.
for the
I don't
front,
know, like it.
for the front porch. I got two animated things on the porch, and there's one that's just like beware, and there's a little fucking girl that's terrifying as shit. That's what that reminded me of.
That's
I don't like that one
hilarious.
bit.
oh,
Do you like Chucky? I saw a Chucky
Yeah.
doll up there.
Yeah, I fuck with
This
Chucky.
happened to be in downtown Canton. I was just walking with a friend, and this stranger comes up to me. The first thing she says is, "I'm not trying to insult you."
oh my god! So you know an
She
insult's
said-
coming.
Yeah, and then she told me that I looked like the bride of Chucky. My hair was curly and down. What's weird is I kind of am going for that, but I think of it as like a gothic angel.
Oh, okay.
So dull.
So you were like,
Okay.
oh, what the? Thank you.
Yeah, but first she was like, "You look like Tiffany." I was like, "Who's Tiffany?" She's like, like from Chucky.
Who the fuck is Tiffany?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Who's
don't know Tiffany?
I don't know you, ma'am.
You got a tattoo on your back, a little heart right there. Is that what it was?
If she was saying I look like Jennifer Tilly, that would have been different. I would have been like, thank
She's
you.
like, you look like my bitch Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah, she said it like
She works
who
at
knows
Kmart.
the bride of Chucky's
Like, that's
name
the
like
Tiffany that
That's
so
so
everybody's
funny.
top Tiffany is that fucking doll.
that. Yeah.
She's like, oh, Tiffany's that bitch.
I do kind of want to circle back though. You said you had a degree in what was it?
Cartoon animation.
Like
I have a
what's
joke
that?
on that too.
Like what's that? Can you explain that?
Yeah, just 2D animation like Disney hand instead of like Pixar, which is 3-dimensional.
Have you done anything with that?
Yeah, like have you ever thought of maybe making your own cartoons? Because you got the voice, and if you already got know how to do it, like that'd be pretty sweet.
That's why I chose it. Like if I would have followed my like dream, I would have gone for cinematography because I really want to make a movie at some point.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
But you need real locations, real people. That's so much harder. So with animation, I was like, I can draw settings, I can do voices.
Right. You can create.
But
everything.
honestly, truth be told, animation's hard as fuck. Like it takes for fucking ever. Like I don't know if you saw on my page, I have a little squirrel going from one tree, and then it hops and an owl grabs it.
Oh,
and-
yeah, I saw that on your page today.
yeah, and that took forever just to do like 20 seconds.
Golly.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't appreciate that of how every single frame by frame by frame has to be
Have you
made.
heard of multiplane animation?
No.
This,
Educate us.
like
Is that what Disney
Bambi
was
or-
using, like in old school Disney?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pain.
When they're like panning across the environment, so like the beginning of Fox and the Hound, when the fox is running.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So that was literally like 6 layers of glass or something.
That's how they like made depth actually. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
they would hand paint these glass with like the foreground, so the bushes in the foreground, and then the trees a little further, and the shit a little
Yeah,
further.
right.
And then it literally they would move them at different speeds. So just like millimeters, I don't know, centimeters.
Yeah.
And it's a picture for every little movement. So that's the
Kind of
degree of
like them
intricacy.
clay, like clays
Stop
where
motion is a
they
great example.
where they
I
So
did.
it's like
I
you
we did
move
those
it,
in high
picture,
school. Those
move
were
Yeah.
pretty fun. Yeah.
You made stop motion? That's
When I was in
awesome.
high school, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that would be
my
fun.
dumb ass thought that they just would take every single frame and just recreate every freaking frame as if you couldn't make this faster. So you saying
That's
the
what-
6-layer thing,
that's
I was
what
like,
stop
oh, that's
motion
so
is.
much easier than redrawing the whole thing all over again.
Right. But the process of like painstakingly moving it that precise amount.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Figuring out like the speed at which,
right.
But yeah, now Toon Boom, you can do that so easy. Like now with digital stuff, you can do
Yeah,
that.
we got
way
AI
better.
now that can just do anything.
Yeah,
at
I
any
saw
point.
your video about the AIs in the crowd at that game.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Yeah.
Bro,
That fucked me up.
Did you do it real
Threw-
people? We
threw
didn't
me
know
for a
this.
loop.
That's like they're gonna just have secret robots around.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
That's what's
They probably
happening.
alre's already do.
No, they were real.
That was they're
no,
probably
It
testing
was.
it.
It was
Yeah,
real
like this
people.
is like they're
in,
letting
in a
us know it
headset.
now.
They're like, we just want to see how they react around other people. That ain't us. And they're like, yeah.
What if they could have just malfunctioned and start murdering people? Like, I guess
just-
they're.
Or
We'll
just,
wait.
or just like they just pick up on us so much they get drunk at the game, just get into a brawl.
You look over and you see the robot.
You see the AI
drinking-
fighting each other. The AI robots just fighting each other, like not
mimicking
people.
our
Oh my
behavior.
yeah.
Robots just heckling the other one. You're like, what the fuck is going
That's
on?
what AIs have
It's like
done.
they're wearing the
with, like,
same jersey.
chatbots. Like
What?
they had the one chatbot that like within a day
I
turned
was gonna
into
bring
like
that
a fucking neo-Nazi.
Yeah,
And
it
they had to
just
shut her down.
because there's so much hate on the internet. It was like they like.
It just
hate.
became all of the
They
worst of the
love
internet.
hate speech.
I think it wasn't a Microsoft thing.
Dude, and one day it caught up and it was like,
It was
you know,
fast.
Adolf Hitler wasn't too bad of a
That's
dude.
basically what she was tweeting shit like that.
That's
It was
crazy.
it was on Twitter.
That's
And
so fucking wild.
I wish I remember the name of this thing. It was interesting.
That's
Dang.
That is crazy.
I don't get on Twitter too often, but I would go on Twitter just to see some wild shit like that.
and it's just a bot the whole time.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, you mentioned about how that joke didn't hit, and I want to know one of the questions that we do have repetitive because we want to ask different questions to all the comedians that are be coming through here. What is the worst bomb that you've ever had?
Ooh, okay. Somewhat fresh. A year ago in October, Dave Roebuck, the dude who owns the Funny Farm, so that mattered. You know, he had like this political fundraiser. So there was probably like, it felt like 300 people, maybe it was 2, but it was like a banquet hall room. There's people who were pretty much there just for the food, you know, and it had to be completely clean. So I had all these adaptations of all my jokes to make it clean words.
Yeah, you do not have a clean set. So
and I'm used to crowd, like, I was just had in mind that it'd be a crowd who like wanted comedy, you know?
Yeah.
But I got on the stage and they just were like not with it at all. Like, you know, they were like,
Indubitably.
make us laugh, you know?
Yeah.
And I just fucked myself. I just forgot a bunch of stuff. Like, the shit that I could remember went okay, but I remember I like took a little breaky poo from comedy after that because that sometimes
It was
it hurts.
that bad?
Yeah, sometimes it hurts.
Damn.
Yeah.
You took that one home with
I
you.
did.
Oh,
but
God.
it makes you stronger or whatever.
A little.
Whatever.
What doesn't kill you makes you think
little
about
follow-up
killing
question.
yourself. Actually, that was my first closer. I thought of that in the car.
That's a good one.
It's the punchline of it at the end is, you know, what doesn't. I tell all the shit that happened to me that was all really bad. It happened like the same month. I got kicked out of my grandma's house, lost my job, and something else. And then I say, but that made me realize, like, what doesn't kill you makes you figure out how you would kill yourself.
That's so true.
It's so true. Right? I was like,
true.
now, yeah. And then I would be like, now I know I would cut my left hand off with a cleaver. And then I go into this goofy ass bit about, just so I could like go into like a high end cleaver store.
Okay.
And be like, asking weird questions like, does this cleaver cut through bone?
I love the voice that you have to throw in there. Like, yes, I have to do a voiceover for this one.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, it's a $400 cleaver. And I'm like, put it on my card.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be paying
You'll get
that.
this next week.
Not gonna be paid.
Exactly. But yeah, that was my first closer.
What's
ever.
your memory of like your best set? Do you have like a one that like you would relive over and over again if you could?
One of my favorites ever was Dejan France has a show that's just starting at the Cave in Akron, and it was just like half the crowd was sitting on the floor. We didn't have enough chairs for everybody. It was a variety show, so we were doing sketches and just wacky shit. And that was the coolest crowd. I did my God is a Rapist bit. They loved it. They loved the Xmas tree joke. I have the clip on my profile of the Xmas tree joke is from that show.
Nice.
But yeah, they were just
I'm curious
down.
about that first thing
Heck
you
yeah.
said there. The God is a rapist. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, after my silly rape joke, I'll say, I think God's a rapist. And then I'll say, like, actually, I mean, I just fucking believe this. This is just, like, of all the animals and everything on the planet Earth that God made, to some degree, they all rape each other. like, I don't know if 100% is a coincidence. But then, 2, he made the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, but thou shalt not forcibly lay with a woman. He was just like, I mean, if she says no, what are you going to do? You know?
Oh, my God.
I can't have 11 commandments out here. And then the best example, rule of threes, back to it, is Virgin Mary. I don't remember him asking for her consent. That's like
She did just wake up pregnant.
Like, yeah, he was just like, "Here's my baby, you're welcome." And she was like, "What? You know, what about Joseph?" And he's like, "Joseph's a bitch." It's
Joseph.
Oh, bitch.
But that's that one. That's a rape joke.
Oh, my God.
What about Joseph?
You have a
He's
dark
a
ass
bitch.
set, dude.
I love that, bro.
I have like
Yeah.
too many kill myself jokes. I'm doing my first headlining spot, and I'm like, I think I found a way to weave them in a palatable way. So,
An alarming number of kill myself jokes.
yeah, I do.
Just running 4
Like,
at a time.
Guys,
and then-
this is me asking for help. Like,
Oh man, I say like doing comedy is a lot like or killing yourself is or no. Yeah, killing yourself is a lot like doing comedy because in the end with both, you just gotta have what it takes.
Oh shit!
You gotta have the guts.
Oh my
you know?
God.
It's something you gotta commit to for sure.
Oh my God.
Sideways for attention, long ways for results.
I love dark shit a lot.
I
Oh, we
love
can
that.
tell. Who's your favorite comedian?
Maria Bamford's totally in my top fave. She's really dark, and does a lot of voices.
That's where you get your inspiration from? I'd imagine.
She's definitely what I think. If you watch my set, you can see it. I love Bill Burr too. I love his anger.
love Bill Burr.
Yeah, he is so great.
He's one pissed off dude, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing him in Canton on the 7th.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Dude, I fucked up the 7th. Theo Von's gonna be in Cleveland, and I fucked up not getting tickets to it.
Oh, there's a lot of comedy shit going on.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend $200 now on the tickets when I could have got them when they were $85. You know, I'm a man of a deal.
Yeah.
I'm a big deal guy.
I'm paying the most. $180 is the most I've ever paid. But we have good seats to see him.
Hell yeah.
I just want to. It's nice to focus on the people where you're like, if they died, I would have really regretted not, seeing them in person.
Damn,
Like I
that's
saw
I hate
Norm
that.
Macdonald in person, and
Okay.
that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You
I
said
bet that
you
would
saw
mean
Ronald
more.
McDonald?
Norm McDonald, Nick.
Who?
Norm
Oh,
Macdonald.
sorry. I swear to God I heard. I thought I was like, nope, ask.
But
It's definitely not Ronald McDonald.
Speaking of Bill Burr, though, I saw this random YouTube clip where he told a story about his dad, doing something fucked on Christmas, and I want him to see my Christmas bit so bad. I'm like, he will get it. He'll
You
understand.
had to have watched. What is that Netflix show? The comedy.
Oh,
the
F is for
cartoon.
Family?
Yes. You
Yeah.
had to have seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
that is
dude.
so funny.
Yeah.
That is really.
I haven't really dabbled too much into Bill. I've just seen his clips on social media. But I wish I need to go and see his special. I need
All
to
of
watch
his
one them.
specials.
His
are
specials
so
are
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Taylor
I
put me
dabble
on to
in
him.
them. Speaking of specials, one of the things I want to go around and ask every comedian that comes here, because I want to ask their input when it comes to this, is how much set do you have if you had to go on there? Like, if you were to go and have one set, do you have 30 minutes, 45?
So, awesome question. The longest I've done as of today is 25.
Nice.
But I'm doing my first headlining, and I'm thinking I should have about 30 or 40,
Okay.
which would be close to,
Fist
a
bro,
full,
nice.
yeah, right?
That's that
Yeah.
shit.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I always was tripped up on memorizing. That's where I get manic, I guess, or I'll fuck up because of that. But I finally feel like I've figured out a way to remember it all. It all connects. So
Hell yeah.
I'm
Is that
really
difficult
excited.
to do, like, with your jokes to, like, do you want to try and, like, make them all flow evenly? Like, if you're going to tell this joke, and this joke, do you want to try and fill that empty space with something that, like, ties into it somehow?
I feel like it's both. Like I'm realizing, like, some you can't, like, I have so many I hate men jokes. And I realized I should probably pepper those around,
Yeah.
because if you do, once you do 2, on the 3rd, they're expecting it to be just that men are shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm speaking, like, conceptually.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are nice.
No, I was like, we can fight. We can fight right here. We can go back and forth. Women fucking suck, dude.
Trying to get bucked?
Do you have any like game day rituals? Like if you're having a show that day, is there
That's
anything
a
that
good ass
you gotta
question.
That's
do
an
We've never
awesome
asked
question.
that. That's a hey, no, fist me,
Yeah,
bro.
that's an awesome question. Mostly I'll listen. I've started getting into rap music, and I'll listen to like
What do you
rap.
listen to?
I'm listening to Kanye's the biggest that I've. It's like I understand.
it.
You don't what?
I've never.
Kanye.
Dude.
He's a talented man.
Yeah,
He's
definitely
very
and
talented.
One of my best friends explained it so well. He was like, Kanye is like the rap persona that rappers pretend to have while they're rapping. Kanye believes he's God. Like Kanye thinks he's like the best thing to ever happen
Like
to rap.
yeah.
And that's why
he
he's
said it in
so
that
sick.
He put out a song like a week and a half ago. He said he's God
Yeah,
in that song.
yeah.
Man, I gotta be honest. I ain't even say this to you straight up right there. I hated it. I
liked it.
I thought it was hard.
Dude, he told me I'm listening to a Kanye song. I've never been a Kanye fan, so like
Yeah.
you're not gonna win me over with with this new song. And he's like, he's a lyrical genius. I'm watching the lyrics pull up right in front of me, and I'm like, This motherfucker is slam poetry and rap right now.
That's like
poetry?
insane of a sentence. But just because I don't know.
Bad take.
That's
Bad take.
The worst take I've ever heard in my fucking
Wild take.
Like he's just he's saying shit and he has fun rhymes. Like I can't get out of my head. I put the pussy in a sarcophagus. Yeah, damn. She said I bruised her esophagus. I love that.
That's lyrically well played.
It's so good. Like I'll never forget that connection.
There was a video of like where he ran, like he was on Saturday Night Live and he ran. It was like a fake rap joke, and then it was like comedy then, and then like a few years later he ran it and he put it in a song. And
That's
everybody
funny.
fucking loved it.
See,
South Park did something with Kanye.
He's in a lot of
gay
different
fish.
He
sticks.
references that in a
Oh,
song.
yeah.
too.
I'm a gay fish.
Yeah.
What, you like fish
Fish
sticks?
stick. Yeah.
What, you like? What are you?
Yeah,
a
I
gay
do.
fish?
Why?
I remember that. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
Dude,
Yeah.
that episode's so funny.
South
My wife
Park's
is not a
hilarious.
hobbit.
Okay, so back to it. Like, what's your game day ritual? Listening
Yeah.
to some rap?
So yeah, I usually my favorite genre of music is like 60s, 70s Greenwich Village era folk music. So
Honestly,
it's,
honestly,
super
that's so fitting,
depressing.
though. That's so fitting.
It's fitting.
Yeah, you look like a
And
person that can appreciate the classics in a weird way.
Thank you. I don't know why it has to be weird, but because is it? why
No,
is it weird?
like not like the classics, like your normal shit. Like if you're
Like-
everybody's thinking classics,
like,
they're
how
thinking of the
lucky
bangers
can
in
one
60s,
guy
70s,
be?
whatever. You'll find the underground shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is my tea.
I love poetic lyricism, and that's why with rap, I'm trying to find like poetic lyricism with rap. I don't know. I dig that. I do music. I should probably mention.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
but
sweet,
it's like
You're
very
a rapper?
lo-fi.
You do country? You do country?
Yeah. No, I
sure?
do sad, depressing folk love songs. That's my shit.
Do you play it on a piano or a guitar?
Guitar.
You play guitar too? Nice. Dude, that's dope.
So much
You do
fisting.
shows, or is it just
Many
for
Awful lot of
I
fisting.
performed
Many
a bit.
talents.
Yeah, I performed a
lot
little
of
bit,
fisting.
but that one's the more scary thing is like singing. I don't know. Because I feel like my shit's so depressing. Like if I'm in a vibe where people want to be happy, I'm like,
Sorry, guys.
that's not
What's your
happening
favorite
today.
line that you ever wrote when it comes to songs?
I would say instead of line, like my best song ever is Moth-like, and it's basically
Oh, verse, I guess.
yeah,
Not line, but yeah.
but it's basically like it's hard to describe. I feel like
I just
it has
want
a
to hear
plot
that.
twist.
I know you're gonna have some really sad shit. That's just like I can just imagine you singing up there, like I fucking hate myself.
Like the
I
wedding
want to
singer.
chop my left hand off.
Oh yeah, well I have that reminded me of a different one. I do have a couple suicidal ones that I like a lot, but but the best one's Moth-like. It's basically I call it my upbeat song about rejection, and I love it so much. But
Hell yeah.
it just basically it's about this moth and then being attracted to the flame, and it gets really like into the feeling of love. And then at the end of the song, like he burns her face away. Like the fire kills the moth. You know, that's what rejection feels
How
like.
long is the song?
All my songs are like 1:30. They're all very short.
What are the odds you play that right now on the mic so we all listen to it?
What do you mean, like off my phone?
Yeah.
I would do that.
I forgot to ask what. Yeah, I didn't tell her what the odds were. She just went with it.
Yeah.
It's
It's a game we play. What are the odds? So it's
Well, I'm
like
not
it's
embarrassed
one
of
on
my
one.
music. You don't gotta
So-
coerce me.
She said, twist my arm.
You want to plug my music? Oh no.
DJ Sam, spin that shit.
All right, let me. Well, I wish it wasn't this old version, but I'll play like just the straight acoustic version.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
But
Cody Ray's like, oh fuck, we got sad music playing.
Cody Ray's not coming out of the attic at all after this.
Well,
no, thanks, Travis.
While you do that, you still got to
Let's
go
see.
over your ritual, your game.
Oh yeah,
ritual.
Cody Ray.
Yeah.
That's
Like
such a
4
great
times.
question. And we
it's
have
like-
gotten to rap.
I honestly like at this point, like I'm 5 years in. When I was just starting, I would like manically practice all the exact words. But now I'm finally at the point where like I don't even have a set list prepared now for a lot of things. I'll just like I have 10 minutes. You're gonna give me a light at 2. I know I have like 3 closers that are in that time, so I'll just fuck around and then be able to do the closer.
You'd be able to bounce
Oh.
with the crowd and everything.
Yeah.
To see,
You got
okay.
a lot
There's
better at time management with
Yeah,
it. That's
and-
awesome.
And I'm a very like, a lot of my growth has been like losing rigidity and like just getting more
That's a
open.
big ass word. What does that mean?
Rigidness.
Like,
I don't know. Did I use
like a
I might have
regimen?
invented a word.
Yeah,
Is rigidness
we're
the
pretty
word?
stupid.
Like
on
getting
this
out of a
podcast.
regimen.
Yeah.
I thought Taylor.
Tried hard.
Am I in the ballpark there?
You're close.
I'm close. All right. Travis wasn't
give it
even
to you.
there.
Or
No, I'm not gonna try. I don't know what she even said.
So
I
you
couldn't
don't-
say the word back
So
to
you
you
don't
right
have
now.
any like
Regimen.
superstitions, like you gotta like, oh, every day you perform, you gotta get a drink from this place, or you gotta wear this shirt, or like some football players do it, they wear the same shirt all
Yeah,
the time.
I had
I had
Something
one
like
for
that.
baseball.
Yeah.
I used to always wear black, but now I got out of that too. But no, yeah, I don't really have it. That's such a good question because I bet a lot of comics do.
Yeah,
have
we're gonna
something
run
like
that every time.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good.
I
nuts,
do
dude.
that. Like I have that, and I don't even perform on stage. Like
What's yours? And
What
what's
do you
it
do
for?
before every pod?
Yeah, please tell me. What do you do, bro?
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Smokes a
why?
dart.
Why?
Smokes a dart. Sigs in the house.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can just.
Well, like I mean, it's nothing like when I was a kid. Like I always had to wear the same shirt or like the same pair of socks, and like as you
I was
get
a big
older, you do the
socks
same
guy.
thing. Like
Like if I played well, I wouldn't wash some socks.
Every
Oh,
time,
wow.
every
That
time.
was a
I
thing.
would,
Yeah, I didn't care.
That's
I would,
funny.
I would regroup and then listen to "Welcome to the Jungle" right before we got to the spot. Just because I'm a massive Bengals fan and that's their song, so like "Welcome to the Jungle" was always that. I don't know why. I was just like, yeah, I can go through a wall right now. Let's do it.
I don't have
Man.
many like superstitions.
I loved walking into Many Men, like headphones in, and just like Many Men,
That's a great song.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even like gonna
You're
die.
getting into rap. 50 Cent. There you go. Right there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Oh, but Kanye, I would recommend The Life of Pablo. It's a good album.
Okay.
Good
All
album.
right.
So what's this song?
Nice.
I want to hear this song.
All
I'm
right.
interested.
I
You're
feel
not
like I
getting
already
away.
ruined the plot twist of it because I think a lot of that song is. I could play the depressing one. I like that one too.
Got these spider webs everywhere. I love them.
I
We had
love
this
it,
last
I
year.
thought you meant real ones. I got so scared.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
definitely here too. I don't know if you know
I
where you're
got-
at right now. If you looked around, there's probably. A
I got in a
spider
car accident because of a spider.
Oh my god, I almost got into an accident because of a bee.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I screamed so loud
Oh yeah, I remember this.
through the
actually.
car in park, bro. I hopped out. I had to take a breath. I was like, whew.
I
That
was-
was intense.
Tell us the
Tommy
story of how
boy.
you got in an accident
Yeah.
because of a spider.
I was leaving my nephew's soccer game. I was driving, then a spider was in my car with me. So I go
in
to
my car.
Where
with you.
was
That's
he?
such a
it
funny
was
he just-
sentence.
inside.
He was like strapped in, like, where we going? Like, where we going?
He wasn't underneath. He was sitting there just
he
like,
was like
I'm here,
he was
Samantha.
like webbing down next to me. So I killed him with my hand, and then in my head I was like, crisis averted. And then I hit a mailbox. It was right at like it was crisis averted. It was right at a curve in the road. So hit the mailbox and I'm like, oh shit. And then I grabbed the wheel and I moved it I would have like hit dead onto a telephone pole.
Damn.
If that mailbox wasn't there, I wouldn't have probably noticed in time. But then I hit right where my tire was. My tire's still going. It spins me around.
Oh my
telephone
God.
pole.
Damn.
And then I land facing traffic the opposite way. I was all like burnt from the seatbelt and stuff, like bruised up.
That spider did a number on you, man.
Yeah.
Did he die,
Yeah.
though?
Man,
He is dead.
All right, good. That's all
He
that
is dead.
matters.
And like the cops were being so weird at the hospital. Like I feel like because I didn't have any alcohol or anything in my system, and I think they were just like, I don't
know how to charge this.
Send this one to psych. She's seeing things.
I think I've seen a clip of
give her the
before.
fuzzy
She's
sock
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely
Hey,
she's
yup.
crazy.
Fuzzy
Yeah.
sock vacay, Booker.
72 hours.
All they found in the car was her sad ass songs playing on the radio.
It's on repeat.
60s folk, dude. Just
Even the cops are crying at the scene, like, damn, man.
It's like, at least I found
They were
the
like, no, we
spider.
figured it out. She was trying to kill herself. That's
Got it.
I don't see
yeah.
any traces of spider webs whatsoever. In
He's
that.
like, I don't see any spider, and they look at your hand, and you're like, ah!
oh my god, yeah. Oh, but literally that's what happened. When I went to kill it, first I missed, and all of its legs were around my finger.
Oh.
That's what
Total
fucked me.
pan. Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what fucked
yeah.
me. Yeah,
So
that's
he's
what
crawling in a
he
circle
fought back.
wherever he is.
Yeah, no, he's definitely dead. I killed him for sure. Yeah.
Oh man.
I've been in a similar situation. I never hit anything, but like I smoke cigarettes and I try to throw it out and it goes back in. And like you're trying to go and you're just like, man, and you can't reach it. I was like, I don't want to burn myself, but hopefully the cigarette just goes out. Do I stop? No, you just keep going.
Do you drive with all
Just
the
keep
windows
going.
down?
No.
How'd it get back?
You
in?
hotbox the dart?
Well, sometimes, like if you don't stick your hand out, like it won't grab it. So if I
and it
like,
just goes
sometimes
right
if you
back.
try to cut it short,
Oh, you just try to
it'll
right
just
back
like
in.
the wind will push
It'll
it
be,
back in.
it'll be like, no, you ain't. Boom.
The first time I ever smoked a cigarette while I was driving, I didn't play any of that into into my
Account,
mind. So I
yeah.
like hit my cigarette and went to put it out there, and the wind just like took the whole cigarette because I was just like barely holding it. It just like
No,
it's like
I-
okay, let's try again.
Took the whole cigarette. He's like, let's
When-
try.
When I was a kid, I was sitting in the back seat, and my mom, I remember like, oh, the wind feels so good on my face. Like I was just like 6 or something. My mom taps her cigarette out, ash right into my eye.
Oh my god.
Right into my eye.
He thought it was a bug probably at first.
It was just like fire into my eye.
Dude, your parents have done a number on you, dude.
But weirdly, they're great parents. Like both of my brothers are killing it. Like I'm like, hopefully, I'm just like the tortoise that wins the race. You know?
Dude,
Like,
that's
you see, you
such a
motherfuckers.
bitch.
You'll
Yeah.
see.
Oh my
Keep it on
god.
there.
What do they do?
My brother Dom was just teaching himself coding when he was 13 because we
Holy
came from
shit.
like
One of them
we came
nerd
from
dudes
nothing.
that made something out of it. I love that.
Now he's making like 6 figs. He's killing it.
Just
Hard, but the bar is high. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I had a couple of them in school. I would love to know what the fuck they're doing because we're over here trying to learn how to type on the keyboard with a black mat over top of it to know where they are, and they just rip that shit off, and they're over there coding, and just like there's, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's gonna take over the school. He changed his grades for the fuck of it. It was the funniest
Wow,
shit.
that's
And then he got
crazy.
caught, and he's like, you shouldn't be that easy to get into.
Yeah, it's like you were hackable.
yeah. Sorry.
It's your
He would
fault.
walk on the sidewalks with a book open, not looking in front of him ever, just reading, dude. And I'm like,
That's
you're gonna get
crazy.
hit one of these days. He didn't. He graduated. I don't know what he's doing now, but if he ain't doing something with that,
Yeah.
boo boo the fool.
My brother had like a 1.8 GPA.
Hilarious.
It's like, do what you're passionate about. Yeah, because
Right.
yeah, I was dumb and believed I had like 4.0s and shit. Like I ate up all the shit that they tell you, and it's like, yeah, they don't. Well, they don't tell you to go to art school though. That's
yeah,
that's a factor.
What's your other brother doing?
He has his own like wholesale stores. I don't know if you know the Canton area, but he has like the old Marks is now his store, and he like sells shit like at a discount. But he's doing really well with that too.
Hey man, comedy's
hell
coming close.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Family
getting into
wholesale,
it.
he'd
Getting
probably
into
be
the whole
pissed if I
set thing. Getting into the whole set thing. That's what I was gonna ask you.
Uh-huh.
In what time in your future do you think that you would ever put out a special?
Right. Ooh.
And do you have a vision to put a special out?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's awesome with like the quality of cameras you can get for not too much money. Like, I would definitely be interested in putting one out within the next few years at least. I think now that I have like my first around 40, if I refine that to the point where I'm like, I think it'll tell me, you know, like, when I'm like, this needs to
every
be
room
preserved.
you're killing, and you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. That's why I wanted to ask that question to everybody because I would like to know, like, for the people that are listening to just a comedian on a podcast, don't know who they are, but they know comedy, to learn that from each comedian of like, where do you see specials?
Yeah.
And because everybody just you see the clips online, but a lot of people will watch a full special. So like, how special is a special to a comedian? Like, at what time do you think, and all of that nature?
I've always heard that most comics don't have their first like solid special until like 10 years in.
Yeah, I've heard 10's the main number that you should hit.
That's what. So I'm 5, so it's nice to like think of it that way. Like,
Yeah.
5 years to really refine, because I know there's some shit in there that's kind of like filler, you know, right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely hyped. Yeah, that's an exciting thing to think.
Yeah,
about.
I think it's going to be really cool when people like yourself get that moment because you worked so hard for years on it. I've heard the 10-year thing, and I vary on it because like I was talking to Elijah on the pod, and I was like, when I was in 2 death metal bands, and we were like, okay, we would put out an album, and then like, okay, let's see how this goes, but we're putting out a single after that, and like we didn't really work on our album necessarily. Like some bands go in there and they spend a whole year working, writing everything, getting a masterpiece. We were in there for like 2 months maybe. Like we were just making songs like, oh, this fucks, let's just make another one, let's just keep going. So like taking the curtain back on music to see how long it takes for that. For comedy, how long does it take for these jokes to really feel like they're hitting, and then what's the masterpiece of building a special?
Right.
Because a lot of people in the blind eye only see the special or the clips, and most of the clips are from either like Matt Rife's fucking goddamn crowd work.
People act like he invented crowd work. That's so funny. No one's ever thought of talking to the crowd before.
How do you feel about that?
Like
Matt
him
Rife and yeah.
I haven't seen much of his stuff. I think he's fine, but I personally get annoyed with crowd work because it's almost hacky to some degree. Just because if you're like, "What do you do?" That's fucking dumb. You know, like people, any reaction almost can get it. You know, get a laugh, as opposed to like writing a solid joke. You know, but it's definitely fun, and it's a skill that you need for sure. Like if you're in the rooms where they're not wanting comedy, that's how you warm them up.
We actually just were, because there's Comedy in Clyde here. Jay Hunter hosts that, and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's something here, and so majority of the rooms are not comedy friendly. It's like talkative, hecklers, stupid stuff like that. I really wish that some people in this town would learn how to fucking be at a comedy comedy spot. And so Chris actually filled in headlining the last time we were there. We all went there to bullshit because we had Chris on, and we went there and sat, and Chris was going up. He didn't hit a single one of his jokes. He went up there and sat down and just crowd worked the hell out of it. And the first 2 people, Jay and I don't remember the gentleman's name in the middle. He was from Michigan. They both basically bombed. And he, like the one guy in the middle was like, "These are jokes," kind of deal. Like it's a small room. You don't give a fuck. You're just gonna heckle them or whatever. He went up there and just roasted the whole place, and it lit the whole fucking room up. I was crying laughing from the moment he sat down. It was the funniest shit.
I believe that for sure.
So definitely having that as a backdrop is important.
You need it.
But
I would
liking comedy as your written jokes is a lot better.
Yeah, I would say it's a muscle that you need to exercise and have ready. And too, when your jokes don't land, you need to be able to switch that around. Right. You know, you like react to it genuinely. The biggest thing that murders comedy is when you're trying to be good. When you're like in your head, like, because then that comes from a place of you're not funny, you're not good, you have to try to be it. But when you're just like, you
being
mostly
yourself.
just have to not be awkward. Like that's the like hesitance with the crowd. They're like, is this gonna be weird? You know, like, is this gonna be
moment
awkward?
Of that one moment of deafening silence.
Yeah,
that you're like,
but once they see that you're like, I'll make it fine. You know, like we'll have a good time.
Right.
Like, once they get that sense, then they can be like relaxed. I think.
What's the biggest thing that you've learned in your 5 years that's helped you the most?
I think that honestly was it. That's what I've been focusing on a lot. But two, just being like present. Like I would always be so in my head remembering the words, and I would be like saying the words, but if you have to like say them different every time, like say them to these people, when they can tell that you're just robotically in some way repeating something you've said before, you have to kind of act like you've never said it, you know, once in your life. And yeah, I think that naturalism is the biggest thing that I've learned.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Before, because I was thinking about it, let's play this song at the very end. I want to leave them on that song. Because I don't know what'll happen after that.
Yeah.
We're all just
I
like,
start crying.
Yeah.
we're all like, so have you talked to anybody about these things? On the pod, we have a couple different fun little things that we do with the guests. And we have a thing called Cracking Questions. It's where fans write in questions to us, and it doesn't matter, dirty, clean, anywhere in between.
Yeah.
So off rip, we never prep the guest.
That's awesome.
What is your cracking question that you would like to ask us?
Ooh.
And it cannot be where do you see this podcast in the future?
Yeah.
Because we've had
That's a
that
good question.
a lot.
Yeah.
Says the one going, what's your favorite joke?
Yeah, hey, man. Sometimes you just got to ask questions, dude.
I mean, I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
necessarily have to be about the pod. It could be anything too. Anything
Yeah.
random. Any good question you heard, like a catch up question, or
Right.
you know.
I'm trying to think. My mind goes right to like
Let it go there.
embarrassing shit.
Let it go
like,
there.
Oh boy.
Let it roll.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, like
I love when this happens, though.
yeah, because
Because you're the guest is like, oh, what the
yeah, I'm like, what
fuck
do you guys have to answer?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a question.
What is the most?
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing sexual experience you've ever had? That's
That-
such a good one.
Oh, all right. Let me lay this one out.
Sat
here.
up.
When his dad touched him.
The little fiddle faddle, dude.
Fiddle battle.
Little
Kitty paws.
kitty paws. Title. Kitty paws. No, so I was a little drunk, and so was my fiance, and so we started. We're going to town a little bit, and I like to smack a little booty. So she's on top, and she's going up, and I go to smack her butt. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I completely miss, and I palm and destroy my ball sack. I have to get her off. I'm like, oh my God, I think I just blew up my balls. I was like, oh my God, I just blew up my balls. And she's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, we'll finish in a minute. I just need a second. I just exploded my
I
balls.
just spanked my balls.
She's like, how did you even do that? I was like, I was trying to hit your butt. She's like, your balls were nowhere near my butt. And I was like, I don't know how. I don't know where it happened. Oh, I felt like I had to take a shit. I was like, I might have to go poop. We might have to postpone.
That's
What a couple
Hang on.
said
Oh
that.
my God.
That can't be the most embarrassing sexual experience. That's such a natural, normal one.
Oh, she's calling
What,
you
smacking
out.
your
Yeah.
balls?
Yeah, that's not even embarrassing, really.
Kinda. I don't know. I mean, I've
Damn,
never.
she said that's
You know
not
what I
good
mean?
enough,
It's
bro.
like
Hit me
of
with
your
something
whole
better.
life
I mean,
experience.
I guess I wasn't really. It wasn't sexual, but me and a girl were making out, and our nose rings got locked together, so our faces were stuck
See,
together.
that's funnier. That's
And
hilarious.
it kind of like, and yeah, she was laughing the whole time, and I was like, quit laughing because it's pulling on my nose ring and it hurts. And I was like, and we sat there for like 8 minutes, and I'm like trying to be Inspector Gadget on how I'm gonna get us out of this. So I had to like unscrew the ball on it, and then I was like, I'm gonna try and slide it up, and then shit hurt.
That would hurt.
I love the fact that she
That's a
blatantly was like,
hilarious
your
image.
first one bombed. Hit me with another
Yeah.
one. I didn't like
I was
that
like,
at
all
all.
right,
Just
I was like, I do got a second
How
one.
old are you?
25.
25? Oh my God, I didn't realize. Are you 25?
26.
I'm 28.
Okay, I'm 29. I didn't realize I was the only
He's 30.
oldest one.
31.
Okay, thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. He's got to go home and record Days of Our Lives.
I go home, pay my mortgage, go talk to my kid.
Mine would be, and of course this is made up. I've never been with another woman besides my wife, of course, because I swear if she hears, I'm dead, man. But I was in college and I was really macking on this one girl, and she was on the softball team. And so after a while of finessing, it came about, and I took her on a date to Texas Roadhouse. And so I was
Fancy.
like,
That's
fancy. I was
Them
fine
rolls,
dining.
baby.
Fine dine, of course. And my end goal, of course, was to get in. So we went back to the apartment, and because I was in college at the time, and got in there, and we started watching a movie. We started getting together with it, and started taking the clothes off. I'm super stoked. And she had
I'm jazzed.
she had knockers. So I'm like,
Jazz.
cannot wait to reveal said knockers. And so I'm amped up. I get it there. They get released. I'm like, hell yeah. I grab them, put one titty in my mouth, and all I felt in my mouth was just very long hair. And just the longest, like from fucking birth, not shaved hair, blonde hair. And I put it in my mouth, and I was like, and I saw the spit bubbles on her hair, and I was like, what the fuck? And like, so this is already off. I'm like, I'm in my head, I'm like, this shit's fucked up, bro. And so she's on top of me. And I'm not having fun at this moment. All I can think
My
about
dick
is
is
these,
soft.
He's like, this isn't consensual at
the
this point.
hairy nipples is all I can think about, right? She's on top of me. She puts it in. It goes up and down twice. I bust. The fastest
wow.
I have ever came. And the
That's
whole time
insane.
I'm like, wait,
How?
and I go, get off. Nothing touches it. It just finishes. And I'm like, of course, I'm like, I swear to God, this has never happened. And I'm like, that shit was just so good. And in my head, I'm still thinking about hairy nipples.
You're like, do
and I'm
I
like,
love hair in
I'm
my
like,
mouth?
what the
love the hair
fuck
in my
just
mouth?
happened, bro?
She's
And
like,
I'm so flabbergasted. And she's even looking at me like, we did all this for that?
She's like,
And
hey,
so
yo.
now I'm the one that looks like the fool,
Yeah.
not the person with the hairy nipples that should probably not have that long. She's got longer hairy nipples than me.
she's like, we're going to go round 2 or
And so the second
the
time,
gabagoo.
the second time, I whispered to her friend about it, and she aired me out right before we had sex. And she stopped it, and she's like, don't worry, I shaved my nipples, and then left my room. I had 2 embarrassing moments with this woman, and I never talked to her after that again.
Damn.
I
Dang.
was
You did not
fucked up from
Not a
that
good
one.
first impression.
Shaved her nipples. I'm just
And then
like,
left
how?
him.
I got it.
How
She's
do you
like,
do
you're not
that?
going to have these nipples, these hairless nipples in your mouth.
I was like, dude, come
Yeah.
on, man. Can I not get
I
the
fixed
good?
the problem, and you're not a part of it.
You don't get to
That's why
enjoy
I'm
it.
trying to help her out, bro. I got one more too, and I know he's
You have
looking at me.
another one?
He's looking at me because he
What?
wants me to tell this story because he says it
I don't
every
know what
fucking
story.
day. Burger boy.
I like. It's
been a long time since I said
That's
this
a
Burger
great
boy.
story.
I haven't
It's
said
so-
this story for like a year at least.
Oh
on
my
this pod,
God.
so have fun with this one.
Yes.
I really like this girl, and I went to date at Applebee's. I'm a fine dining man. as
2
you
for
can
20,
tell.
baby.
Oh yeah, dude.
the other
Fine
bitch
dining.
had Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
You did
And
not
he's
like
I
this
really
girl.
like this girl.
Dude, so
Right, right. That's so true.
He's like, I really like this
I really
girl.
liked her the most. Applebee's.
yeah. You're not wrong.
Like you like
I should have thought about that
Applebee's.
one. But
You're like, we
we'll
get half
we'll-
off apps, baby.
So I'm trying to small talk. I'm trying to learn about her outside of what I've already known as being like small friends and everything. And so as we're getting to talk, she's not responding back like really well in conversation. And it's basically I'm talking to a wall and I keep talking and it's kind of just like, yeah, I'm having fun here. And I'm like, I asked you like your 5-year plan in a sense.
She's
kind
like,
of deal.
I wanted
Yeah.
frickers.
I really wanted really. I was like, yeah, I'm into this. It might have been just because she was fine, but other than that, I wanted to know what the brain was like. And she wasn't talking for shit. And so we get the food, and I am an avid burger guy. I eat burgers all the fucking time. So of course at Applebee's, I get
Burger
the
boy,
burger.
if you would.
Burger boy, if you would. Some would say. So the plate sits down at the table, and she just goes, "Oh, you're a burger boy," and I was like.
She wasn't getting the Burger Boy vibes. That was it.
that's
She's like, she was a
And
burger
she-
bitch.
She says
she
this-
needed her Burger Boy.
It's a burger girl.
You got it. So she says that to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I get burgers." The rest
I was
of the
thinking, I'm a
dinner,
burger girl.
what dude?
Me and Nick are on the same page today. I don't like it.
That's a Burger Boy. It wasn't juicy enough for her.
Oh my god!
Now I got the side of fries.
Oh my god.
This is
Hanging
all
with all the guys.
This is all so well.
And it hasn't gotten gay
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
No, it hasn't. He usually does. He
You got like
turns it
3
that way.
bars with no
Yeah,
gay
dude.
shit.
I just spit some bars and I
Randomly
didn't make
talks
it.
about sucking pee-pee or something. Just randomly throws
It
it in
happens
there.
quick every time.
Yeah. Give it 3 bars. So throughout the whole dinner, she just keeps referencing this. That's all she does, basically. I'm still trying to talk while this is going on, whatever. We get home, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like kind of like disgruntled. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. I'm going to go put on a movie. We're going to sit there and cuddle. I'm not thinking about smashing at all. I want this to go to long distance. I want to go like 3 dates. I want to be nice and, whatever else.
He's gentleman-like.
Yeah.
Proper. Yeah.
And so she lays in bed and she tells me, she looks me dead in the eyes. I ask, what do you want to watch? And she goes, well, Burger Boy, don't put on anything important if you want to fuck me, because I'm going to watch that and not fuck you. And I was like, I don't know what's fucking happening here.
I got mixed emotions.
I think I
do I
clicked,
want
like,
another burger?
You're like, I want this and don't want this at the
She
same time.
said Burger Boy twice during sex. As if this
Burger
was
Boy.
like my thing.
Like your kink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And every time I was like,
She wanted to
please
feed
stop.
you.
Please stop. And she wouldn't. It just kept. And I was like, I'm not going to tell her, like, hey, don't call me that now that I'm like, deep
She's
in.
like, hey.
Oh, she called you that while you were inside of
I'm
her?
having
Oh my God, she's on
sexual
top. And she's like,
intercourse
hey,
with
you
this
remember
woman.
the leftovers? Takes it out the box, feeds him.
Yeah.
Gives me
Eat
the
it, Burger
fucking
Boy.
burger
Are your burgers
inside
this
of her,
medium
bro?
rare?
Oh my God, dude. Just, dude.
Lucky for you, I'm a rare burger.
Yeah.
I'm undercooked.
He's like, I like my burgers the way I
Yeah.
like my pussy. Bloody.
Oh, fuck.
This thing like the inside's pink, but no, that's way worse.
Just the inside.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But yeah, that was easily that was one of the top ones. I was like, I didn't talk to her after that one. I was like, I can't deal with this burger.
I can see that. Well, two's not even a pattern yet. Did it happen a third time? You were just like, I can't even handle two.
No, it was,
You didn't even get a chance
You
then?
didn't even
Rule of
let
threes,
it become
bitch.
a pattern. You're
no,
like,
I didn't want this to be.
I'm not a burger boy. I'm a burger man.
I can't stay.
You should have said that when you finished.
I'm a burger man.
Oh, I eat steak,
burger
damn
man.
it.
The next dinner was not going to be a burger too. It was going to really
Go to,
show
like,
off.
spaghetti.
It was going to throw off the whole dinner, dude.
He got some fucking linguine.
Fucking chicken sandwich.
Yeah, he had to choose between her or burgers, and burgers won.
She ain't lying. I'm gonna be real with you. That's kind of how.
God.
I had-
Cody Ray.
yeah,
Cody
you-
Ray's got to have a crazy story. Cody Ray, you have to give us a story.
Yeah.
I mean, sex has just always been embarrassing for me. So like, it's hard to pick like what embarrassing to myself or like the other person, or just like you. Would be
I need one of both. I need one of both then. The other person and you.
You can open up your repertoire if you want.
I don't know, man. One time I had a dog lick my ass when I was having sex. It wasn't like intentional. The dog snuck in the room.
Intentional? Did you think that was going to be a part of the whole plan? Now the
Wait,
dog's going to lick my ass.
You didn't word it great because you said I had a dog lick my ass.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to clear it out, to like clear the air. That's why I said it wasn't like a
You're
fucking.
like, accidentally, accidental stuff.
Yeah, like I didn't ask for it. You
I
know.
forced the dog to lick my ass.
Accidentally got kitty paws.
The Chihuahua just kept going. I loved it.
We were doing doggy style, and he got intrigued, so he
Oh
hopped
my
up on
God.
the bed. Took a
That's
You didn't
lick
hear
of
the
my ass.
collar
Hilarious.
jingle? He wasn't tagged? You hear them tags wiggle when they walk in the house. It's like...
No nails on the hardwood, or
No, there was carpet. I mean, it was.
So he had grip to jump up there.
Yeah, I didn't see him coming. He was stealthy.
Okay.
Big old
So that's... So he
Big
was,
old pit bull?
He just came flying. in.
that's hilarious.
What'd
my
you
ass.
do?
Feel the
What'd you-
presence on the bed?
Did you stop?
No, I did one of these numbers. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Pitbull stands
shoot
up
it
on him.
away.
He's just like
He's
comes
just
around.
trying,
you
he's
know?
trying to shoot the fucking dog. He's like, get out of here.
It's mine now. Get out
Trying
of
to
here.
keep the rhythm.
Oh my.
Take notes. This is how it's done. Like,
Pitbull just
my
comes up
God.
on Cody's back, just comes up to
Yeah,
his
he's
ear
like,
like,
I know this
dog,
is
he's
doggy
doing
style.
doggy
This
style.
is ridiculous.
Said, this is mine now. And he said, take notes. Is this dog smashing his body going?
no, I just meant like for the.
Oh my
doggy
God, you
style,
got to
so
have
it was-
another one. That one was too short.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Because that leads into my next one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
What would
I feel
you
like I've
ha-
told a lot of them.
Do you have one that was embarrassing on her? Like you made her feel uncomfortable or something?
Have you assaulted any women? No.
No.
One time.
There was this.
So this one time at band camp,
Yeah, try not to cancel yourself.
I heard no 4 times. And I thought to myself, addition equals to yes.
Okay, this
Yeah. Times a negative.
this one time, Smells kind of fuck me up. Okay.
Oh,
you know
fuck.
where I'm going with this? You ever get,
Yeah, I think
get
we
like
all
a
know.
waft and it's not like
A waft?
and it's not like a
Fucking
pleasant waft. You know what I'm talking about, though, right? You see
Yeah.
where I'm going with this?
Yeah, that reminded
Did
me
you-
of another fucking story of mine.
Were
too.
you going down or
No.
having sex? Okay.
I was having sex, and then like I got the waft, and then I like shut down. Like it like shut down on me.
Like piss you off.
And I was like, I didn't want to be rude, so I was just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. So we went, smoked a little bit of weed, and then we like tried it again.
You're like, maybe it smells better after
getting high,
marinating.
Fresh air. Yeah, maybe if I just like,
Maybe I'm gonna let her sweat
that-
outside on the porch with me and marinate.
Get this funk out of you, baby.
maybe if I just like cloud the smell or something. I don't know.
Mask the smell.
But anyways,
You
we
should
were-
describe the smell,
He said,
just so we
he
know,
said,
like the
I French inhaled
gravity.
everything.
It's not. I don't know. It's just like a.
Was it musty?
Was it like
I
a
would say that. Yeah.
Oh
like
my
a
god.
That's
Okay, well,
sad.
when the smell first appeared, it was inside. We were inside, so we went outside, tried to recoup, smoke a little weed, and I was like, man,
smell's gone too, right?
yeah, because we're in a different room. I was like, maybe it won't smell the same out here. So we tried to do it. I tried to do the cool thing, like, oh, look at my cool car. Bent her over. Try to do it again. Got the smell again.
And
shut
now
down
your
again.
car is filled with that smell?
No, it wasn't inside. I just like
Oh,
we were in the
okay.
garage, so I just tried to like on the hood of the car, try to be like, oh,
Damn,
man,
you try to be like smooth.
Look at my
Yeah.
car. Doom.
yeah.
That's hard.
Look at
'cause
my
you have to, like,
2002
have a-
Cavalier.
you have to have like a poker face about it. Like it's definitely not your pussy smelling
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I was like. It was kind of like embarrassing because like I like took the heat because it was like I couldn't perform, but really it was just like
you couldn't get like attracted.
yeah,
That
it was just
sucks.
like it got shut down.
Dude,
I've never been turned down by a smell like that, and I've had a smell, man.
One time,
Jesus Christ, you
Really?
fucking animal.
Bro.
I didn't eat it, but I like. I definitely
wild-ass
like.
sentence you just said.
Bro,
There's
you know how I drive, bro.
I respect that.
okay,
I'm
you
saying, bro,
can-
when I drive like this, and like with my hand up here, and like I'm back here, and when I can smell it still, I'm like, yo, that was a time. You know
You
what I mean?
smelled
Wow.
it just sitting next to each other.
No,
just
on
like
him.
on my
It
steering
wafts
wheel,
up.
like driving,
Oh,
like
just
because listen, I did a dickhead move because of said smell. I said, hey, I'm gonna go get my charger out of my car. I'll be BRB, and she's like, yeah, it's cold. I want to cuddle. She texted me. She's like, you're a dick. She said all she heard was my stones peel out, and I was like, ah!
Damn.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I went
Smell
to my.
is hard though. You can't really get past.
Well, I woke my buddy up. I went to my buddy's house, and I was like,
Oh my god, you did the waft.
I would smack you.
oh my
That is
god. He
so
asked me
nasty.
if my fingers were in my ass. I was like, no one's
The
ass.
time I lost my virginity was kind of embarrassing. It was a Halloween party.
I love how you asked this and we're all just dumping them
Yeah, I
now,
love
dude.
this.
I bought a
This is
hooker
fun
once.
question.
That was embarrassing.
I bought a hooker once. Oh, what?
I've told this story.
That
I
was your
think.
Halloween one?
No.
Oh, I was going to say you didn't lose your virginity too.
I don't ever remember hearing this.
Yeah,
How
I
do
don't
you guys
remember
not
the
remember
hooker.
this? I know this.
The Halloween.
I think it was a Patreon.
Not the Halloween one.
Oh,
I
was
told
it-
it on Patreon.
The
I don't want
Halloween
to
one
get.
I've
I don't
heard.
want to get into that because that's
a little wild.
well, not really. It's just like it's illegal.
I'll tell my. I got one more because I forgot this one, and then
Anytime
I want to
in a
hear.
car,
I want to hear
usually.
yours too, since we're all sharing so much.
Yeah.
Usually in a car, it's always embarrassing.
I used my own sock to clean up in a car. Wore that sock home like a champ.
Oh my god! Why would you put? Why would you?
Oh, we
Wore
already
the
talked
sock?
all about.
Yeah.
Oh my
Why
god!
do you need the
This guy
sock?
is
Why don't you just
fucking
go?
I'm not
there?
He's
gonna put-
superstitious when he wins wearing socks. He puts them back on.
It's the same sock that he was wearing for football
He has it
practice.
on right now.
Yeah, dude, he ain't washed it.
Well,
since
I'm
the
not
seventh
just
grade.
gonna. It was the middle of summer, I had to blast the AC. I'm not gonna just stick my sweaty foot in the sole of my shoe. That's
I would have just went shoeless.
I wasn't thinking. I had to get out. There were stones. Stones hurt my feet at the time,
I have sensitive feet too.
and I didn't like it. Stones hurt the feet, and I was like, you know what? I'll just throw the
too, but
sock on and I'll
still,
put
like I
the
would have
shoe on.
roughed it up.
Yeah.
You just had.
It's not like you heard
You had
when I
cum
fucking-
toes, dude.
I was like, it's
You had
not like you
your
heard
own
that.
cum in
So
between your
imagine,
toes.
so imagine the Nike. So just imagine where that Nike is, and just a little bit of cum underneath.
There was
it.
like an extra check mark underneath.
Yeah,
it.
just
It's like
imagine
double
I was double checked up.
You ever accidentally step in dog poop with your shoes off?
Ew.
Terrible.
No,
That's not
that
sex.
sounds.
When I was a
would,
kid-
burn my foot off.
When I was a kid, like playing we were playing ball in the yard at my grandma's, and
Can you imagine slipping on dog shit and tearing your ACL or something, and you have to tell the doctor how this happened? I was running in the yard, slipped in dog shit. You're like, what?
I'm sure doctors.
I'm sure
have heard
that's
some
happened
weird- I've
multiple
heard
times
some
to every
crazy
doctor.
stories. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I'm just thinking about it. Cody Ray's coming out for a pass, man. Boom. Oh, my knee.
so pissed because it just like in between your toes. It's just
You felt that nice warm cushion?
it wasn't warm anymore.
Ew.
It was cold. You didn't even get that luxury of warm feet.
I feel like warm was worse.
Yeah,
Warm's fresh.
Squishy.
Yeah.
It's like sand between your
Look
toes.
at how displeased Taylor is in this.
Oh.
whole...
So
I
gross.
almost had me gagging earlier with fucking Cody Ray's story.
The
I was
dogs were
trying really hard not to.
Just randomly in the middle of the story.
Yeah.
It's the smells, man.
yeah, smells like
Even just thinking about
Smells. Yeah.
No, I had.
I've never had a bad smell experience with a guy, and I've heard women be like, "What?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm lucky, I
Good
guess.
on you.
I only fuck with guys who clean their dick.
You got
clean
luck.
dick gang.
it.
Yeah.
My nose hasn't worked in years.
Lo and behold, check COVID, can't smell shit. Didn't know it. No, I had one time. There was this girl that was doing all of my schoolwork at college. Was super sick. She was a little older. She was a tutor, and I didn't know when she told me this at the time that it was a code word for on her period. Said something like the fucking like Red Sea or some shit. But it was something weird. I was
You're
a
gonna
horny
have to
dude.
part the Red Sea.
I was
tonight.
just horny, and I was
You gotta
like,
take the
"All
dirt
right,
road
fuck
home,
it,
bub."
I'll roll over. Hey, what'd you say?
She said, you gotta part the Red Sea. I said, nope, you gotta take the dirt road home, bub.
I hate when men don't like that. It's like the pussy is never more ready.
Oh,
hate
bro,
that.
I'm like,
I
it's
just
more
wasn't
warm
aware.
and more wet.
I wasn't
Yeah.
aware at this time.
I'm like, foreplay don't even gotta be a thing.
See, it's not like
It's already ready to go.
It's not like
it's
I'm
like a hot and
yeah.
ready.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were saying you didn't like it.
Oh no, I'm a fan. I'm
Respect.
a connoisseur.
It's not like I'm against it. It's just like it's not
My
something.
favorite.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
it's not something I want to experience with everyone.
Here's
I look
why-
at it like it's
So-
nature.
Here's why
I
I'm
agree with
not.
that.
I'm not really a fan of that anymore. And we ended up. Long story short, I don't want to make this one too long. Lights off. Finish this up. I ended up turning on my light on my phone because I was like, okay, I'm trying to see your titties bounce. So I was like, let me put the phone light on. And as I went to turn it on, I've got a big stomach tattoo here.
Yeah.
This whole bit everything was just red. It was. I'm telling you,
Whoa.
there was
It's
like
like
half of
NCIS.
her blood in her body was on my. I was dripping blood off my stomach hair, and I'm like, I
Ew.
saw it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And like, I was like, what's going on? She's like, I was on my period. And
She
she's
said,
like, and
"Sorry."
she's encouraging me and everything. I swear to God, I was. In 4 seconds, just
I don't know how
done.
that
I was
happens. I'm
having
just like-
sex with a very soft dick and a condom, and I was so unwelcomed at that moment. I faked an orgasm, which I don't think any guy ever has had to. I was
I've
just
done
like,
that. I've done it once.
and I'm like, I squeezed her quick.
No.
Like, and I get the fuck out of there quick. I go into her bathroom. She walks in there all happy as shit. She's just all over the place with blood. Walks into the shower and goes, you want to take a shower with me? At this moment, I'm over top of her sink just... No, I'm good. I'm just fucking...
You ever
this is
start
my-
you ever
my
start a
dick is in
fire?
between.
You ever see them?
I'm tweaking the fuck out. I'm like, this is not normal. I don't know what I did to you. I'm so fucking sorry. I was like, I don't know. I didn't realize she was on her period. After she's in the bathroom and she's in the shower, just I'm watching blood go down the drain, and she's like, yeah, I flow a little bit. I've switched my buddy's name over to Dad in my phone, and I was like, I need you to call me right now with a family emergency. I had him on speaker, and this cocksucker goes, hey, Travers, switches his voice. He doesn't need to do that. She has no idea what my dad sounds like. So it's so fucking fake.
Oh my god.
Hey, Travis, we got a family emergency. Need you home now. And I'm like, but Dad, what's wrong?
Trying to play into the
I'm
situation.
like, you fucking cocksucker, dude.
Papa.
I'm like, Dad, but Dad, what's wrong? He wasn't ready for round 2 of that, and he goes, "It's an emergency. Home now." And hung up. And I turn and I look at her and I go, "My dad really wants me to come home right now." And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Okay." And she's like, she knew right then
Yeah.
and there that was the last time. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you next week though. And she's like, "Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will." And I was like, oh my God, it was the worst fucking situation.
She's like, if you didn't like me then, I don't know where I was going with it. Sorry.
Well, what is yours? What is yours?
My very first sexual experience was really embarrassing just because I was like, I saw something on the TV. I was a child. I was like 10. And I saw on Drawn Together, chick masturbates on there. So I'm like, okay. I have no idea. Years later is when I found my vagina. I had no idea that I had one. So I'm just touching my dry clitoris. And then I thought that I took my own virginity. And I literally, seriously, for years, was like, it's hilarious because I was, one night,
There's no way you told everybody that
I
you
didn't
wanted
know
to-
anyone. I couldn't tell anyone, so I just thought that I took my own virginity, and I was like this sinful bad, And then I literally was like one night laying in bed, and I started weeping, and I was like, "What man will ever want to marry a soiled woman like myself?"
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's true. That was just facts about my life.
That's so
was-
fucking funny. Jesus
That's why religion's
Christ.
toxic.
Yep.
Like, goddamn.
Oh my God. All right, let everybody know where they can find you on social media,
Yes.
where your upcoming shows are. This comes out on
Friday.
Monday.
Yeah, sorry.
Monday? Okay.
After this weekend, where can they find you?
Awesome. Yeah. So Samantha Archual.
Say it again for the people.
Yeah, Samantha Archual.
No, I meant your last name. So then I
Oh,
have to call you.
Archul.
Don't say
Archul.
Archual. Don't say Archual.
Yeah, or Archual. That's the worst. one.
Archual.
Archual. Yeah. So Archul. And my next show that would be sick if you came to is at Hilarities. I'm going to be hosting on October. Ooh.
Don't. I was warming up a clap
Wait,
for you.
I just was doing a graphic today too. I just don't want to be wrong. Yeah, it is the 15th.
Hell yes.
All right,
October
for Billy
15th?
Wayne Davis. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
cabaret stage.
Everybody, Samantha Archual. Everybody, round of
Thank
applause.
you.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for being on the podcast.
thank
It's been a
you.
great
You
time.
gonna send us out with that song?
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. I fucking forgot. Hit us with the song.
Can you say one thing for me too?
Yeah.
Could you say the Geico commercial in one of your voices?
What is the Geico commercial?
15 minutes can save you 15%
yeah.
or more on car insurance.
15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I'd buy that. I'd buy that for sure. I feel safe. I feel safe.
see?
I feel safe.
That's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
safe.
That's why I have that kindergarten teacher joke. I feel like I exude that energy.
I'm like, shit, I
Can
feel
you do
safe
the-
on that deductible
Can
now.
you do the Adam Sandler off the 8 Crazy Nights, the old guy?
Oh my God, Whitey.
yes, it's Jack Nicholson.
Oh my God, I used to love that movie. I'm trying to think of what he says. Oh yeah, that's a technical foul.
There you go. Hell yeah, dude.
Nailed it.
All right, send us off with this song, and then let's get on her.
Oh God, now I am nervous. What did you want to bet me?
Hey, we
we
can
doing
play.
What Are the Odds
We
now?
can do it. It's one of the odds. What are the odds? Is so I ask you a question. What are the odds that you do X? And you say 1 through 100, or 1 through 10, 1 through 5, whatever your odds you want on that. Somebody will count down 3, 2, 1. We both pick a number in between that. If we hit the number, you have to do it. Or if you don't want to do it, I get to slap you open right on the head.
Oh my God, I
You get a
suck.
5-star in the stomach.
I'm so bad at that game.
We might have to alter that one.
Oh no, I'm smoking her, dude.
He's
She's
like,
like,
I'll smack a woman. You ever seen fucking Hateful Eight? That's one of my favorite lines when he's like, "You think I won't hit you in front of these people? I don't give a fuck."
So Samantha, what are the odds that you will play this song to finish off the episode?
You said 1 through what?
You can pick a
get to
number
pick
out of
them.
100, but
And
that's
you
the
can make
odds.
it whatever
And I
the
don't
odds.
say it
one
because
out
you
of
have to
5?
guess it.
Yeah, you
No,
say
you say this. You say what the odds are. 1 in 60, and then you both would say a
Oh,
number.
okay.
And then you
there's a
pick a number
countdown.
between 1 and
Okay.
60.
3, 2, 1, and then we both say a number at the same time. And if it's the same one, then you have to do it.
Okay,
So what are your odds?
I'll do 1 in 50.
Okay.
Okay,
3,
it's big.
2, 1.
27. Well, you
Oh.
didn't say a number. Now, see, and
Wait.
here's where I got to teach you. See, now
I did pick too much of a range because I would play it.
Now it gets cut in half. So now it's 1 out of 25.
Okay.
So you
Right.
got to say your numbers at the same time.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I say it with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
ready?
So 3, 2, 1.
19.
Damn. So now you don't have to play it. There you go. Everybody, Samantha. Everybody, a round of applause. Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
for coming on. Make sure you follow her on all socials. Make sure you
Heck
guys are at
yeah.
that show on the 15th. She
Fuck yeah,
fucking
get out of her
kills. Her set
shows.
is awesome. And make sure you guys aren't doing anything we wouldn't do this week.
Do it
and
all.
We'll catch you on Friday. Peace.
Peace.
That's a technical foul.
Shut up!